Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Happy Easter Sunday, chat. How are y'all doing today? I hope everyone is having a good day. It's been...
Gucci.
Has it been Gucci? It's been pretty Gucci today. It's been a long day already. Little one was up really early. As always, the prediction is yes. Hold on now. No, it's not Zen. Did Blink get haircutted? Zen. Zen's house. With 7,000 channel points on the line. The correct answer is no, Zen's house. Not get haircutted today, Zen's house. Not get haircutted today, nor yesterday. Zen, how are you doing today? Happy Easter to everybody. I hope y'all are having a great day so far today. Welcome on in. Smikes was first today. Chat. Will anyone beat Smikes? Will anyone beat Smikes?
Together, we can rule
Smikes!
the galaxy.
Thank you for the resub! Smikes for 14 months? Sir, it doesn't feel like 14 months. In fact, I'd hesitate to say it feels like shorter and longer. It's like that weird mix of it. Mr. B! Thank you for the 100 biddies, Mr. B. Thank you, Mr. B, for the 100 bitties. And, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, NMD, you have something to tell us. What to tell us, Milas? NMD 96. There we go. Alrighty, let me go over to the correct sheet. Here we go. And NMD 96 has just redeemed for 100,000 channel points a very much alive Dobby holding a Hufflepuff sock. And that is for NMD 96. I think we might have to do, given that these two are coming out, actually, I did finish another redemption. Zedman's Zelda is redeemed, is done. I'm thinking Music Girl and NMDs, because they're both mods, we should do, maybe theirs on the same day. Ma'am, it cannot be tonight. NMD, you know it takes Belent like anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to get a sketch together. Woo-hoo-hoo. So, that's why that is usually not live. But don't worry, NMD. We might even do a Harry Potter series, NMD. Because a lot of people have been asking for some Harry Potter Antonias. And perhaps Kevin's. We'll figure out a way to incorporate them. Maybe we'll have a whole month where we do that on SciArt Sundays. Because next month, May, the whole SciArt Sunday is going to be Star Wars themed. Marvel themed for June. DC themed for July. And maybe for August, we'll do Harry Potter themed. For the Sunday. Whack-em Wednesday is still loosey-goosey, whatever Blent feels like us doing. Yes, Debs, there was a raffle. There was a raffle, Debs, for some stickers. Disney, yeah. Oh, so Mon, I would love to do Disney themed ones as well. I had do you know what, Mon, which one I really want to do? I would love to do a genie Antonia. And a Little Mermaid, Jasmine from Aladdin, you know, the Beauty and the Beast ones. Yeah, oh no, like, so Mon, like, with a bottle, but like her lower body is the wisp, like it would be Mon for the genie. It's like a full-on genie and a Stitch. Yeah, absolutely. So we see that's I like the idea of having a themed month for SciArt Sunday. So that's why I've been kind of working with that idea of, like, you know, I thought we'd kick it off because May the 4th. So doing Star Wars on month 1. Month 2, I thought we could do Marvel. And then we could do DC. And then maybe we'll do, like, the Disney and the Harry Potter. And those would just be, like, on Sundays. That theme, I think, would be kind of fun. Gus Gus? Oh my goodness. Debs. I remember Gus Gus. Gus Gus would make a very good Kevin as well. Could Kevin be Scar? Do you mean that you want Smike's like little lion manes on every part of, like little every head part of Kevin? Because that would be hilarious. Chat, yesterday Lita and I were in town and we had our the pop-up event, and I thought it was gonna be much better than last month's pop-up event because it was supposed to be warmer, right?
There's five Kevins.
He's not evil, Smikes. Look at how cute and kind he is. JP Sunset Woodworking, the one that legendary JP has arrived. JP, how are you doing today? JP, Chad, if you're not checking out JP Sunset Woodworking, we love JP here.
Jay.
Maker and crafter extraordinaire wizard as well. JP actually makes wands, chat. JP makes wands. How you doing, JP Sunset Woodworking? Welcome on in, JP. Lita's jacket is pretty lovely. I will agree with you, Gwendolyn P. So, Gwen, we were in town. We were in town, and it was supposed to... Oh, Twitch Addict. That's actually a pretty good idea. We'll do that, Twitch Addict. I like that, Twitch Addict. So we'll do Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Disney for August. I was thinking even we could do like a science jobs one of those months. Like, you know, a volcanologist. Like other kind of random sciencey jobs might be kind of fun. 3D printer. Ooh, Tolkien Tao, you got it. That has been on the docket for a long time. On the docket for a long time on this one. I know, Debs, but Debs, all good things come with time. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. So we were in town. And we thought it would be warmer because this week it had been in the 80s. It turns out that last night everything had a freeze warning, and it was really, really cold, even in the evening. So we got even less people than last time. Even fewer people came out. Like there were fewer vendors. And so there was us and like 3 other little tables, and like almost no one came. We did have some kids come and they got some stickers, which was they liked their stickers a lot. We met a librarian from the town who was very interested in us coming to maybe talk. So that made it all worthwhile, as having that event there take place. But, you know, so we'll do it again next month, and we'll see how it goes. It should, in theory, again, be warmer, but I can't predict the weather, apparently, at this stage. And then we went and grabbed dinner, chat. Now, listen, y'all. Yes, so in her... baby Alona Zin was in her stroller, and she woke up midway through, had some food... And then she was totally fine. You're right. And then chat, Gwen also needs a prediction, folks. Let's go ahead and get the prediction for Gwen of how many arts we're going to get done today. Folks. Hold on. But Gwendolyn P, thank you for reminding me, Gwendolyn P. I almost made a huge mistake on that front. Gwendolyn P. There you go, Gwendolyn P. Boop. Excellent. There you go, Gwen. So Debs knows this. So we usually, on Saturday nights, y'all remember this too. That's our date night, right? And even with little baby Alona, we're like, we can still watch a show together. You know, it's just as a family. Cliff, hit it! Hi, Cliff Alistair McLean. How you doing, Cliff? Cliff, my shoulder cracked when I did that. That's how excited I am to see you. How you doing, Cliff? So, chat. Y'all remember that, you know, Saturday night are the date nights for me and Lita. By the way, folks, if you're not already checking out our friend, Looking Cool Zedman as well. I don't know what the connection is to Zedman and date night, but don't worry about it, guys. Go follow our friend Looking Cool Zedman, the most handsome Zedman of them all. We usually get Thai, and we love our Thai food. We very much love our Thai food, but the Thai place was closed this whole week.
Where's my drink?
The cheese, thank you for the hydrate.
What drink?
Why are they closed the whole week? Easter. And remember, folks, Today is the last day to use the Easter Antonia emotes and the 2 Easter commands. Unless you're a mod, then you get year-round access to the Easter commands. So, because of Easter, they were closed. Hi, Epic of Sam. Welcome into Epic of Sam. Sam, your Gucci's have been added, Epic of Sam. So, because they were closed, we're like, okay, what are we going to do? And we thought, okay, maybe Italian food. Gucci right there. Epic of Sam, thank you. So we thought Italian food. Okay, well that was also ruined because it turns out the Italian restaurants were closing early. We're closing early yesterday, folks. They closed at around 6. Kennedy, it was not great, Kennedy, in the sense of like we had less people come than last time. There were less vendors. Easter beer? Did you find it? Cliff? What is Easter beer as well? So, Kennedy, there were less people, like vendors, and there were also less people out because, again, it got really cold. We actually had a frost warning, or like an effect of frost last night. It was silly. It was very silly. So, no, we didn't. We got even less people out than before. But we had a family come by and they bought some stickers for their children. And it was really funny because there was a little table next to us that sold jewelry. And the dad was like telling the little girl, no, you can't get any of those earrings. But she could get an ant sticker. And she said that she was going to freak out all her friends because she found a cute ant. And so I guess her friends thought that ants aren't cute, and then we changed that for her, chat. It was in the fridge, just painted bottle. You were searching all day, but Cliff, I'm sorry you were searching all day, my friend. Cliff, I'm making a ham on the stovetop, Cliff.
It's SciAnts.
Which is pretty cool, Cliff. It's been going. I soaked it overnight, and it's been going in like low heat water all day. And it smells incredible, Cliff. When you come over later this evening, you're gonna love it, Cliff. You're gonna love it. Put some carrots in there as well to make a soup out of it. Yeah, Smikes, she bought the Pride sticker and got I think the Scientist one. I think those were the two that she ended up getting, which was very fun. So, see, Orthodox is next week, so maybe I should just should we leave the Easter an extra week? I had contemplated changing the seasonal emote later, but we can do it again. Hi, Sant, happy Easter. Low sodium down out. So what I did was, Kennedy, I soaked it overnight and poured out that water. So that water,
Gucci.
That was the beautiful Debs. That water was a little bit, like, it was salty, so I took out a fair bit of the salt by doing that. But then I'm saving the liquid for a soup, which will be good. So, then we met the librarian, the head librarian, and she thought that we were really interesting, and so she thought she was gonna reach out to us. She did ask for a card, which we don't yet have, so we gave her a sticker with a QR code on it, and we'll see if we'll do a library visit. But it all went all right. And then, so our favorite Thai place is closed for the week because it was Easter. Okay, sure. And then we're like, all right, well, we'll go get our second favorite, which is this Italian restaurant. And in our town, there's 6 Italian restaurants. Turned out they were all closed at 6 because early for Easter. Sure. Okay. Makes sense. So then there is this Tex-Mex place, chat. When Lita and I were moving into this neighborhood, an area, that is the first restaurant that we went to in town. We hadn't bought the house yet. We were just exploring. I always reduce the salt, not only for my health problems, but also for others. Yeah, and then Scent, you can always add more salt. You just can't take it away. So that's my thinking of like how I deal with salt too. Is, you know, it's easier to remove, or not. It's easier just to not add than versus to take out later on. So this Tex-Mex place had been delicious for a very long time. But we had not gone for a while, ever since so that QR code that is on that one, Andrew takes them to the Twitch page, primarily because they were TwitchCon stickers. Hi, Andrew. But we also gave her a bookmark that had the website on it. So she has 2 forms of contact. We need a card, Andrew. Lita says she's working on it. I know Smikes is working on it. But guys, if you're not checking out Andrew, built like a Greco-Roman god, handsome as ferret, kind as ferret, and one of the best as friendos. Chat, make sure to follow Andrew CZ, the absolute legendary Andrew CZ. Andrew, happy Easter, my friend. So we haven't gone to this Mexican place for a long time. When we used to go, we went in person. You sat down. It was delicious. Okay. COVID hits, folks, and so we didn't go, but we would sometimes get takeout. Every time we got takeout, the order would be wrong. There would be something inexplicably wrong with the order. And so last night we were like, well, we haven't tried it in a long time. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe it's better now. And I'm like, because we had fond memories of it, and always in person it was always really tasty. It was just the issue of takeout. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Right, we'll go ahead and try it. We'll try this Tex-Mex place. We'll see how we're feeling.
We'll all be Gucci.
That was the hope, Tactics. That was the hope. Now, Tactics. The last time we had ordered, I love their fajitas, Tactics. I'm a big sucker for fajitas. And Lita had ordered last time fajitas as well. And they forgot all the extra toppings, like the cheese and lettuce and the sour cream and everything. No. None of that was included last time. Right? And MD, fajitas are great, but if you're going to make the little fajita roll, you want everything like that you're going to add on to, like the shredded cheese and the little bit of like the lettuce and the onion and the rice, right? You want those sides to go with it, NMD, right? In my humble opinion, NMD 96. So Lita was like, you know what? She's like, I'm not going to risk it. I also really enjoy fajitas. She's like, I am going to order this burrito. And there was an option to make the burrito vegetarian with jackfruit.
Sure, it's only Gucci.
Mon, was that you? That's one of the new ones. That was okay. Excellent. That was a Mon one. Yes, Mon is in the Gucci-ness. I was like, wait a minute. Mon's here, but Mon's also there too. So Lita was like, I'm not playing the game of getting the fajitas because of all the scrubs last time. But I got the fajitas. So she got a vegetarian burrito with jackfruit, fajitas, and then we got the salsa sampler. The salsa sampler, folks. There are 7 salsas you can choose from. And I wanted the regular red, the green tomatillo, and they had this special mango salsa. So I called them to order everything. Tell them the fajitas order. Okay, cool. And it's a new person on the phone. I did not recognize the voice, which was good, because the last time, if there was any voice recognition, I knew that our order was going to be ruined. No voice recognition this time. Great. New staff. Awesome. We're already doing well. So I'm like, okay, can I get this burrito, but can I get it with jackfruit? And she goes, you want it with shrimp? No, my wife is vegetarian. I need it with jackfruit. Okay, we'll do it with jackfruit. Perfect. Can we have the sampler of the salsa? Debs already knows where we're going with this one. Can I have the sampler with these 3 salsas? And they're like, we are out. We are out of the green and the mango salsa. Scent. They were out of the green and the red salsa scent. They were out, scent. They were out. Just like when Jimmy once lost his salsa, They're out like that. So, Chad, if you follow Jimmy B, maybe he can reclaim his salsa as well. So, but they were like, I'm so sorry, sir. What if we gave you instead, because the two things that you wanted we don't have, what if we gave you instead guacamole, which is usually a surcharge, okay? And we give you our special guacamole that's mixed with pineapple. So the red salsa, the guac, and the special pineapple guac. Great. Hi, Optic Nerve. Welcome in, Optic Nerve. Jimmy, there was one time Music Girl scared you and you dropped some salsa on the floor. It was a sad day, Jimmy. It was a very sad day. And I told the woman, great, I just do not want... I'm like, because the other salsas they had, there was like a red one and then there was the bean salsa. And I can't eat beans. I just, because of early in childhood, my dad force-fed me beans and I threw up, and so I can't take the texture of beans, okay? So I'm like, just not the beans. Great. Okay. And then Lita was like, can we also get a churro for dessert? Because we enjoy churros and they have great churros. Okay, great. Great. So she reads back the menu to me. What we ordered. Awesome. We've gotten home. We've unpacked from the event. Baby Alona is snuggling with Lita. And so I go drive out to this restaurant. And it's just in town. It usually would be a 10-minute walk and back. But, I'm like, it's cold. Let me just walk. Let me just drive over. And I walk in and I'm wearing my Twitch sweater. The Twitch words, like our mods have, the shirts that our mods have. I'm wearing that shirt, and there's a gentleman and a young woman at the checkout counter, and they're like, "Oh, you're a streamer." And they're like, "What do you game?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not actually a gamer. I'm a science streamer. Like, we just made partner." And they were like, "Whoa, that's amazing. We watch streamers, but we've never met a partner." It was this whole surreal experience, right? Of when someone in the wild recognizes that you're like, what is a Twitch streamer? And then when you tell them that you're a partner, that means something, right? It was very cool. And they give me the bags, and so I'm like all smiling and happy. And I asked them,
"Feckin' Gucci."
I asked them, "Are you feckin' Gucci?" Smikes, no. I'm not handsome enough to be recognized everywhere. But Sent, wearing, like, I know people who have Twitch shirts that don't stream, who just like the platform, right? But it was cool that someone recognized. Smikes. I checked. So Smikes. Hi, Thindall! You knocked that off. Don't lie, Thindall. Chat, if you're not checking out the legendary Thindall, web dev extraordinaire, we love Thindall here, and you should too. He's extremely handsome, extremely kind, the most handsome man in the country of Sweden. Go check out Thindall. Smikes, I asked, did y'all remember to include the fajita toppings? Because that's what they always nerfed, right? They said yes. I had 3 bags, Smikes. I opened up one of the bags as well, and I saw little bags inside of the big bag. To me, Smikes, that means chips, okay? That, to me, Smikes, means chips. And the other little bags I thought would be... the churro. And then I look in the other bags, and I'm seeing there's like little containers of salsas, and I'm like, okay, then there's 2 dishes in there. Great. All right. So I go home. Smikes. I go home. And I'm unpacking, Smikes. So first thing I noticed, Smikes, is there's no chips. There's 0 chips, Smikes. Okay? We got queso and 3 kinds of salsa, and there's no chips. We're already they're starting at a very, very poor point here in the food acquisition of the evening. No chips whatsoever. Sent, there should have at least been 2 portions of chips, right? One for the actual one for the salsas. One for the salsa, and then one for, as well, the queso. But no, there was no scooping whatsoever, Thindall. Nothing scoopalicious. So Thindall, I was already like, ugh, well, now I have to call them. Because Thindall, here was the thing. They were going to close in 30 minutes. So I had a very short window to ask. No chips, V. No chips. Now, V, it gets worse, V. It gets worse, V. V, it gets worse. I then look at the salsas that were there. V, remember how we said red salsa, guac, and the pineapple guac? And remember, V, how I said that I can't eat beans, so I hope you don't include the bean dip? Okay, V, there was red salsa. Great. There was then, V, the bean dip. They had the black bean dip, V. They gave me the black bean dip. Good God, I now have the black bean dip is here. Okay, lovely. Lovely, the black bean dip. Why? I have absolutely no idea why the black bean dip is in here. But sure. Sure. No, the bean dip, unfortunately, NMD, it was not good. It was not good, NMD. It was not good. Just like I just realized I made a mistake here. I 100% made a mistake on this. Luckily, we can just undo it. Like, I 100% made a mistake on this. So, no bean dip. No, was it someone else's order? No, NMD, it was not. So, there is bean dip. There is, there was queso. There was queso, NMD. So, we're on that. That front was in there. They did not include the guacamole. Nope, sorry. They did not include the guacamole. No guacamole in order whatsoever. Sorry, Debs. I nerfed the upper window. All this right here wasn't supposed to have stuff. So there was no guac, even though that was like the kindness that they were replacing it with, okay? So instead of guac, there was the black bean dip. And then they gave a, it wasn't a red salsa, it was pico de gallo. So red salsa, fine. Black bean dip and pico de gallo. Nope, not at all what we wanted. So at this point, I then also, you know, they give you the extra toppings with the fajita, for the fajitas, in a little box, okay? This little box usually has the rice, the cheese, the lettuce, all the accoutrements for your fajitas. NMD, it's going to get worse. Now, chat, sometimes they give you refried beans as well. Remember, Blent says he has issues with beans. So I asked them on the phone, please substitute the refried beans with rice, because I can't eat the refried beans. It did not come with the heat, Peter, unfortunately. So I pull out the container. Coriander? I don't even know what that is. I read that as colander for a second, Thindall, and I assume that you're not a colander person. What do you mean a soaper? Cilantro? Yeah, I can eat cilantro, no problem, Thindall. My dad cannot, Thindall. My papa cannot. This was not, because the known voice, Zen, I knew was a mistake person. And it was not that voice who took this order. It was a new, I recognized none of the staff. It was all brand new staff. The restaurant hadn't changed. Like, I know it's still the same owner and whatnot, because on Facebook I saw. So Scent, no, Scent, it gets worse, Scent, I pulled out the little box that had all the accoutrements for the fajitas. And instead of extra rice, it had extra beans. Extra refried beans it had. Just for Blent. Extra refried beans. Okay, so so it clearly was my order, NMD. But like the opposite of what I wanted. Coriander plus cilantro equals The British toast Mediterranean term is coriander. Oh, gotcha, Peter. Do your dad have a hand in this? No, because if he had a hand in this, he would be like, you should not be going to this place. Which, all right, Papa, Matt, you might be right. So, okay, so Zen, I call them, and I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm just, I just picked up my order, and I'm noticing that you have good news. Excellent. Let me know, Smorf. Yeah, if you had I don't know, if you had an allergy, Music Girl, it would be an absolute disaster, right? So, Music Girl, you reach 500 followers, Smorf. Congratulations, Smorfosaurus! Excellent news, Smorfosaurus. Congrats, Smorf. Congrats, Smorfosaurus. Chat. Make sure to follow Smorfosaurus and get her up to the 5,000 is the next goal. 5 with even more zeros. Love you, Smorf. Artist, singer, gamer extraordinaire. Love you, Smorfosaurus. Twitch says next time, if there is a next time, or like you're dining in, verify the order, and only then ask them to box it up. Yeah, it's a whole thing, Twitch addict. So I called them, NMD. I called them, and I'm like, I was just there. Here's the receipt number and everything, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, what can we help you with? I'm like, so there were no chips for the salsas and the guac, and they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for the hug, Rista. And they're like, okay, and I'm like, no. I was like, there also the additional item for the salsa was wrong. I'm like, I asked for extra rice, but got extra beans. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, no. Also, it's the wrong salsas were included. Bubbles! Hi, it's Bubbles. Bubbles, have you stopped? Is the subathon? Did you Bubbles? Are you getting sleep? Bubbles streamed for like 6 days straight. Chat. Bubbles was crushing it. Did you raise enough money for the computer? Bubbles, I appreciate you, Rock. Bubbles will get you your fancy pants shot on in just one moment. Bubbles. I had an instance where I went through the drive-thru at Panera, asked for Caesar salad, no chicken, extra croutons. Get my order, started driving away, discovered they gave me salad with extra chicken. I eat chicken, but what? Yeah, exactly, Music Girl. And Music Girl, it's not like it wasn't that egregious, right? But it was still not anything great. Guys, if you're not checking out our friend, it's Bubbles. Go check out his Bubbles. Bubbles is another gamer friendo streamer of ours, and had a giant subathon this past like 6 days, raising money for a new computer. Very great vibes, very like a cool VTuber model that changes outfits depending on the game Bubbles plays. It's great. So, okay, here's what they did. They're still going? Are they really? Bubbles, are you still going? Bubbles is still going, Chad. Bubbles is still going. Guys, catch Zen. I heard in the drive-thru and conferred with them twice. Yep, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. Anchovies make Caesar salad. See, Risto, I've only had one Caesar salad that made with anchovies that was good. Beyond that, I did not much care for it at all. Welcome on in, Raiders. We're working on we're doing some SciAnts Sunday today, and what we're working on is actually we're gonna make a 3D printer that is gonna 3D print a Kevin, because this is the best of both worlds. Smikes will be happy, and NMD will be happy. Alex Vixen might not be happy, but she might be a little happy. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. And then we were talking about my amazing food
Feckin' Gucci
calamity yesterday, chat. Which, by the way, I did see there were some other food comments as well. Other day, my curbside Stop and Shop pickup was bad when it's usually great. Pork tenderloin, they gave me beef. Low sodium matsu soup, they gave me regular. Coarse salt, last time a year or more, they gave me fine salt. Kennedy, I feel like that's everything against what you ordered. Eating a ton of macaroni salad to the point where it tastes bitter. Only thing I remember, I also hate spicy food. I'm sorry, Peter. And Antonia can finally say, Kevin, I'm your queen. That is true. It is very true. Latest other project was a pagan mask just in time for Easter. What kind of mask, Kennedy? Like, what all was part of the mask? Okay, so I call the restaurant, and I'm telling the woman on the phone. She remembers me, and we get the order number. Okay, there's a lot of things that are wrong, right? We have the wrong types of sauce. There's no salsa. Like, the wrong salsas, the wrong dips. There's no chips. Blah 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 blah. There's a lot going. Let me dips. Blah, 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 blah. So, with all that being wrong, she was like, okay. She's like, do you want to come by and I'll remake your food for you? Risto, go get some food, Risto. And so I said, or she's like, or do you want a refund? And I'm like, honestly, I'm like, I would love to just come by, but we have the little one here, and I'm gonna help my wife take care of her. Like, I just can't just leave again. I'm like, it's a big production to leave the house. Like, I can't right now. So she's like, okay, let me see what I can do. So she comes back, and they comp us everything but the entrees. So we get a refund. Great, for a fair number of stuff that went wrong. I'm like, okay, great. Can they make a pizza? Peter, I would not trust them to make you a pizza. Because then I go into the little Alona's room where Lita and little one have been waiting. And I tell her the situation, and Lita's like, okay, hold little one, I'm going to go get us chips. Because Lita was very much looking forward to chips. So Lita drives to the end of the street at this little Stop and Shop and gets us some potato chips. Or some dipping chips so we can have the salsa. So that's step one. Great, we're gonna get some salsa, chat. And we're gonna have the dipping. And so then Lita comes home and notices that there's the bean dip, and she usually likes the bean dip. She tries it and she's like, well, I'm glad I got this. And she pulls out a salsa from the grocery store, like one of those Tostitos salsa containers. So okay, we have our appetizer, which is the chips and the dip. At this point, the queso's gone cold, so we rewarm it. Okay, and even it was in a hot bag. It didn't matter, right? Okay, so we do that, and then it's time for our entree. This is all while we were watching a terrible movie. Has anyone seen the movie Black Adam? Starring The Rock? We got about an hour and 20 minutes into it. We still have about 40 minutes left. We have not finished it yet. I really wanted to like this movie. It's a terrible movie. There is no point to any of it so far, an hour and 20 minutes in. Even though it has The Rock, there's just no point. So then we get our appetizer, chat. Black Adam, Risto, that's that new The Rock super movie that came out. Text me and Jimmy today so we have to avoid it in your area. I almost said it, Music Girl, but you're right. I will just text it to you, Music Girl. So, Music Girl actually got even better. I get our main course, Music Girl. And remember how I got the fajitas? So I started eating that, and it was all the sauce that they used to use on it is no longer on there. So from a flavor perspective, it's already not as good. So I'm already kind of disappointed because the sauce is wrong. But you know what? It's still a fajita. I don't have any rice to go with it, but because of the beans, but it is what it is. Lita cuts into her burrito. Do y'all remember how the burrito was supposed to be a vegetarian burrito, and the woman had said on the phone, "Oh, shrimp," and I said no, jackfruit for my vegetarian wife? Any guesses as to what was in the burrito? Lita didn't take a bite out of it. She cut into it with a fork knife, and she just looks over and she's like, Shrimp. Shrimp. By that point, they've closed, so I can't order, like, I can't call them to, like, get a full refund. I tried today, but they're closed for Easter. Yeah, yes. NMD, they read it back to me, and I checked the receipt. NMD, the receipt, the thing that I was charged for was correct. So I don't exactly know, NMD, like, what we were going with this. And then, so then finally, Lito's like, you know what, I'm already kind of full on the chips, I'll get some hummus. And so she got, like, some carrots and hummus. Okay. And then she was like, we're still watching that really terrible movie. She's like, hey, let's have some dessert. Let's have some dessert. With the churros, right? Because remember we ordered churros for dessert? And poor Lita bites into it, and she does this face. I'm like, honey, what's wrong? And she's like, these are very overdone. And so I take a bite, and sure enough, they have been... The innards of the churro tasted like ash. Like, it was this weird chew. It was just very, very poor. These people want more money. Look, they used to, when you ordered the salsa sampler, it used to be triple the amount. So it's the same price, but it was far less. I get economical times, but Risto, this was just sad. So Debs, welcome back, Debs. So the end story is, folks, last night's dinner was an absolute disaster. Normally it doesn't matter if the movie is a disaster, because, like, we enjoy, like, we watch very crappy movies, but, like, that dinner was not good. Is McDonald's better? Peter... So, like, the fajitas should have been delicious, Peter. They were also not. The reason that their fajitas were really good... So, remember, this is Tex-Mex, right? They had a very, very special sauce, like a in-house recipe that they used. And they didn't use it anymore. They got rid of, like, that part of the menu. And so then it just tasted... It was just chewy chicken. Peter, I think the McDonald's would have been a better choice. Hi, Pet Wonder. Pet Wonder, how are you doing today? Pet Wonder, Optic is here as well. Optic Nerve being all cool and hip and very handsome. As always, Pet Wonder, as always. Yeah, so Debs, it was not good. And poor Lita was like, I just really wanted our Thai. She's like, that's all I wanted was our Thai food. I'm like, oh no, honey, I'm so sorry. So, Zen, it's the same original owner. It's the same head chef as well. It was just the wait staff had a turnover. I don't lie, Optic. You're very handsome. People very commonly have allergies to shellfish. Oh yeah, exactly. And you can't even you can't pull out the shrimp, right, Music Girl, because it's all throughout there. Mess up a no, I have not nerfed who they were. A martini shaken, no scent, because it is a dry town. They can make you a virgin daiquiri, and you can bring alcohol. It's like BYOB, and so you see usually people with like little tequila vials in the restaurant. But no, you'd otherwise be able to not get any food item whatsoever, any beverage item or what have you. Just nothing scent. I'm sorry, scent. So it was just that kind of evening, folks. It was that kind of evening. And then it's like, well, what are we doing today? Like for Easter, usually I make a big meal. Hi, Epoch! Epoch, no, Epoch. No, Epoch. Happy Easter, Epoch. Epoch, you're breathtaking. You're very kind, Epoch. You're very loving, Epoch. You're very talented, Epoch. Epoch, I might be a little bit salty, Epoch, because I didn't win your stuff over at Derek Devins and Mocha Maid, but I'm okay with it, Epoch. Epoch, I'm okay with it, because you know what? I love your face. And I appreciate you, Epoch. But how are you doing, Epoch? Happy Easter, Epoch. So, Yeah, that was the situation last night, and so for Easter dinner I usually make a giant potato casserole and a bunch of stuff into it. We did not do that today. We didn't get out to the grocery store to get all the items that we usually use, and so, but I'm still making the ham. Still making a ham. That's Cliff Alistair McLean is going to come over, as is lovely Smikes. Smikes is going to come over too. Happy I'm not allergic to seafood. Me too, Zen. I love seafood. Shellfish, I can't have them either. Since that would be terrible to not be able to have any of it. I just don't even know. Having a good Easter aside from the headache. I'm sorry, Epoch. I hope your headache goes away soon. Don't eat pork, but it's ham. Oh, is that from a pig? I don't even know. Yeah, I guess it is. Smikes, I'll make you something different. It's fine. I'll make you chicken. It's pretty good. It's a layer of potatoes, and then you do like sauteed vegetables, hard-boiled egg that you slice up, sour cream, and then you layer it with a couple of more times and put cheese on the top. It's lovely. Want to hear something crazy? My twin brother is definitely allergic to shellfish and bees and latex. I have none of those allergies. That is really cool, Risto. That might mean. I wonder if he picked up that mutation as an embryo, or if one of the embryos were already like mutated with that. I wonder if it was a mutant sperm, maybe, because those are more likely to have mutations. Hi, amateur archaeologist, madame. How are you doing, amateur? Chad, if you're not checking out literature, amateur archaeologist is nothing about her is amateur. She's a science communicator on her partner Poosh. Please check out amateur archaeologist. Professional Stardew Valley player. Endorsed by a blanket company and a beverage company. Amateur, how the heck are you doing? Ham and pork for awesome. Thank you, Kennedy. Just goes right up my head. My grandmother has one but not life-threatening allergy. I've never had the allergy test. They grew up on seafood free, so I don't know. I learned I didn't at Endless Shrimp at Red Lobster. Oh my god. You hate shrimp? I'm sorry, Music Girl. I love shrimp. I love shrimp. Amateur. How you doing, Amateur? Amateur, we're doing a 3D printed Antonia and Kevin today, because we have a 3D printer, so we were like, well, eventually we need a 3D printing animation of it. And then if we have time, we'll do the, we're going to work on the Ambassador Antonia. And that's for the Ambassador Poosh, because we had a partner Poosh command that's still there, because I like the legacy of that. But then we're going to do a new animation for the Ambassador Poosh. Because, you know, we gotta go for that Ambassador Poosh now, amateur. I don't like eggs hard boiled, but my mouth is watering. So it has maybe some hard boiled egg flavor, but because of how it mixes with everything together, it gets rid of just the regular hard-boiled egg flavor. I think it tastes quite nice. Not a fan. I dread Endless Shrimp at Red Lobster because I wait there forever. So, no, Music Girl, listen. You know what's worse than you going to Red Lobster with Jimmy? Lita going to Red Lobster with me. Because all Lita can have at Red Lobster are a few sides, and then she just watches me gorge myself on shrimp and other random stuff. I usually get, like, double shrimp scampi and fries and, you know, like a Caesar salad and just like, you know, like a mussels appetizer or something, and it's glorious. We've gone twice, Music Girl. Once for my birthday 4 years ago, and then last summer Optic Nerve told us this beautiful animal like habitat sanctuary in like near the Jersey coast that we went and hung out at. And it was a beautiful day. And on the way out, I was like, oh, I would really love some seafood, but there was no, like the local seafood place that they had was closed, but there was a Red Lobster. And she was like, okay, we'll just go. And like, no, you can't eat anything. She's like, it's fine. And so she had like the mac and cheese and like some side vegetable in there. Awesome. Thank you, Kennedy. I can't wait to check it out. So what I hear is you and Lita You lead a music girl and I have to go to... Yes, there is a Red Lobster near us, Jimmy. Jimmy, if we decide that we can't barbecue for some reason... Maybe... Well, because, Jimmy, we can't take the little one out, right? But... You and I could just go gorge ourselves on Red Lobster and biscuits, and then...
Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay, Snoop Dogg in the hip.
Boys! We'll just call someone to come pick us up. I have never had Red Lobster, but... You've never had Red Lobster? V, listen, they're biscuits. You also... No, Risto, the biscuits. Risto, the cheddar butter biscuits. Risto, my God, you and V need to go out right now. Guys, you know what you all should also do is please go follow our friend Boyd's Custom Fab. A most amazing woodcrafter extraordinaire. Boyds, you're amazing. How the heck are you doing, Boyds? Chat, go follow Boyds. Go follow Boyds, please and thank you. The Cheddar Bay biscuits, my God, they're amazing. Lita and I will have a girls' night and bond with the baby. That's music girl. That is fine. We will... Jimmy and I will sit in a booth and just eat. Me, Lara Gale, me as well, Lara Gale. Lara Gale, one of my earliest childhood memories is we went to a Red Lobster soon after we moved to Georgia from Hungary. And one of my dad's colleagues wanted to take him out to dinner, and we all went out to dinner. And there was his wife's name was Cynthia. The mix you can make at home, Boys, is pretty good, but you need to shred cheddar cheese and add it into the mix, and then it's much closer to the original flavor. If you don't do that additional step of doing the shredded cheese into it, it's not as good. But if you can get closer to their recipe. I think there's still like some secret item that they have in there. No, not the pre-pack. Absolutely not. You have to... the pre-packaged shreds have this, like, weird refrigerator flavor. And, yeah, they're, like, cardboard consistency of it. What the heck was I talking about? I'm totally now... Oh, Cynthia. Right. So we're going to dinner with Dad's colleague and his wife. And I remember... This is one of my earliest memories. I don't know why it is, folks. But... She was very, very much, I guess in hindsight, I've asked my father this now, and apparently she was very drunk. Young, this was like maybe 5 or 6 year old Belent. No recognition of what that meant to be to be having too many beverage items. And so she started telling her husband that she wanted to have him take her out and look at the stars outside of Red Lobster, and that there was nothing more romantic than the stars at Red Lobster, and she was shouting this, like, we should go look at the stars and kiss. And so that's one of my earliest memories at a Red Lobster, about Cynthia screaming to her husband that they should kiss under the stars at Red Lobster. I don't know why, y'all, that has stuck with me all these years, but it's a very vivid memory. She's an older lady, too. Pre-shred trees an anti-caking agent on the cheese. That's probably why I sent, is that it doesn't melt, I would assume. You can get frozen... I did not know that, Pet Wonder. Ooh. Pet Wonder, see, if I asked Lita to get some of that, she would just get the mix and make some fresh, even though it would be easier just to get the pre-frozen ones. Yeah, Drunken Cynthia at Red Lobster, V. As little Belent is like learning English... and starts hearing like this is how you're supposed to be talking to people. Ribs and steaks. Rista, when you come over, we'd have a giant barbecue. Like NMD's already put in a request for her order. NMD wants I think she wanted NMD, you like mushrooms, right? Is that right, NMD? NMD, are you a fan of mushrooms? I feel like so. Wouldn't scroll with a girl who wouldn't eat meat, eggs, milk, or she never ate out. She probably can't, though, Coffee, right? Because, I know, like, when Lita was in undergrad, there were barely any restaurants that had any kind of vegetarian menu on their docket. Stuffed grilled mushroom, please, and thank you. So, Optic, listen. Optic Nerve. You take a mushroom, like a baby bella mushroom. Okay? You take the baby bella mushroom and you put it in a Ziploc baggie. And you put in some spice. And then you put in barbecue sauce. And you shake it real hard. Like animal even. And then you let it sit overnight. And then you put that on the grill the next day. So good. So good, Chad. That is a secret recipe from the very first professor I ever had whose lab I worked in. This is the original time I liked any kind of mushroom on the grill. He did a very lovely job making it. When I get some sirloin roast to make. Oh goodness, that sounds delicious. Billboard cameraman. Oh, who's in? Who are you talking about, Sam? New Jersey people who are vegetarians. There's generally a good selection of veggie Indian places. Yeah, we've got one in town, Kennedy. That's decent, but grilled peaches with ice cream. Yes. So what you do, NMB96. You slice peaches, usually into quarters, and then put it on the grill. Start it on its back, like on the side that has the skin. Sprinkle cinnamon on it, NMD. 4 minutes on that side, then you turn it on one side, then you turn it on the other side so it has grill marks. And then you leave it once more on the skin side for another 4 minutes. You put that into a bowl, you scoop vanilla ice cream on top of it. It's like a peach cobbler, but all the better, NMD. All licky indeed, ma'am. We had a crawfish boil this weekend. There were mushrooms in there. So Boyd's, the crawfish boils and like the really, really good lobster boils where you make it all in a bag and then you put mushrooms and sausage in it. And Boyd's, I know that sounds insane, but it's so good, Boyd's. With all like the Old Bay seasoning in there. We had that in LA. And that was, oh my god, that was so good. You're like dipping bread and all into it. Yeah, yes. Oh, boy, you're speaking my language. Do you turn the fish 45 degrees each time to make a nice pattern? You have to, Zen. Fish or peaches. Whichever one you want, Zen. Just opened a restaurant here that does the boils. Laura, they are so good. I've never had one as tasty as that. I did not know, Boyd's, about the sausage and the mushrooms in the bags until that place. Oh, that was really, really good. Me and MD will set up camp in the corner of the yard and grill just cases of mushrooms. Look, Optic, you're always welcome. Y'all are all welcome. At this point, we used to have a guest room. Now we don't have a guest room. That's Baby Aluna's room. But, you know, there's an inflatable mattress and the downstairs man cave that you can put the mattress in. There is no sharing with Baby Lona. Although, I guess she's still upstairs with us, so you could still have her room. Just no one sleeps in her bed, okay? It's a crib. I don't need it, you know, sinking down or something like that, chat. My car has a guest room behind the driver's seat. Optic, what on earth do you drive? Thuggy might fit. That's different, Andrew. That is absolutely different. Thug shells could fit in there, and she wouldn't warp the bed. But that's a 1 in a million likelihood. Andrew CZ. Sleep in the back. Okay, Optic. I was like, what? I thought it was Zen was saying like maybe Optic's got like an RV or like something crazy time like that. Chat. Andrew mentioned her, so you know what that means. Please go check out the lovely and amazing Thug Shells. Come on, chat. Go check out Thuggy. She's breathtaking. She's amazing. We love Thuggy. Freestyle rapper extraordinaire. One of my favorite musicians. And she has a new single that has been it's released on iTunes. It is not yet available for download, but you can already pre-order it. It's called Money. You can pre-order it now. New single by Thug Shells. Money. That's getting chroma keyed out is actually an art piece made by Celestial Bean Art. It is expected to release on May the 5th. So Revenge of the 5th. So on a Star Wars day it will be released, which is pretty cool. Chat, get ready for it. Did the Easter Bunny visit the little ones? So the Easter Bunny did not come today, boys. The Easter Bunny did not come. The Easter Bunny gave her an IOU and said that he would be back next year when she can understand that he came. So that is the plan. Yeah, she's just, because there's nothing on there, right? She's too tiny for like to understand what's going on at this stage. So Lita and I were actually talking about that. She went to her mom's for a little bit with the little one, and so we were like, yeah, next year we'll do like an Easter egg hunt outside and you know, make sure that she can have fun and like hunts for Easter eggs and all that jazz. But this year, look, it would be none of those. Way too many Star Wars. There's May the 4th be with you. There's Revenge of the 5th. There's I Am the 6th. And I think it goes to like the 10th, actually. I can't remember what those are. I know, kits. No Easter Bunny kits. I know, kits. I know. I'm so sorry. Love eating roast with carrots, onions, celery, potatoes. With the leftovers, I split two. The first, I tear up and mix vegetables to make fresh. Oh, yes. Second, I tear up to make homemade egg noodles for beef and noodles from scratch. Good eats for a week. Coffee. You have read my mind. The ham that I'm like cooking, the water I'm gonna use for soup, and then the ham, you know, will be for other things as well, like sandwiches or mixed with a bunch of other things. We're ready to cooking stream later. I have no idea Zen where we're going. Zen, we could be going anywhere in Taos. That's the beauty, Zen. That's the beauty where we could go. We go so many places in Taos. Indeed, Zen, the possibilities are limitless. But food and drink is always good. We'll see if Balint feels zesty and puts up a poll. Sometimes I put up a polls in, but I don't put the names, I just put the topics. The one time I did do the names in, they rated out as soon as the poll ended. I'm like, well, that's why we're not doing that. That's at least, it makes it a little bit easier for me to be like, all right, no, we can't do that. Yeah, Boyd's Kits, I heard, had a lovely stream, Boyd's. I didn't hear from Kit's awesome wife, Boyd, so I don't have confirmation, but it's step one, Boys. It's step one, you know. Mr. Kid said that it was good. Alright, the 3D printer is almost complete. And then we're 3D printing a Kevin here. Why? Because it makes me chuckle, y'all. It just makes me chuckle. Plus, I wanted NMD to be really, really happy. Remember, y'all, if y'all stick around till this evening, we are doing 2 more print raffles. The first SciAnts prints. Only going to be US only for this one. We're trying to test out the print quality. We're asking for your help. So if you win, just ask you to let us know how it looks. Have a good one, Smorf. Have a good one, Smorf. I always disappoint you, NMD. I try really hard. Kids, also, hi, Kids. Awesome wife. It went good. Sound video were good. Awesome, Kids. And the alerts. Yeah, the alerts are, depends on what you want. There's a stream. We have stream elements here. I think maybe we even have some stream lab stuff. And then there's all the Sammy stuff that like triggers that. Gotta treat my citrus trees soon to avoid the sharpshooters so you don't get peed on. Boys, I don't want you to get peed on by those bugs again, sir. Poor Boys, we broke his world the other night, chat. He thought that he was just like having a lovely evening and it was just like going for a stroll and raining. It was raining, but it wasn't raining water. Yeah. What's Lita's favorite food? So she See, at least one international viewer to see if we could test international. So the vendor can win. It's a pricing issue. They can do international. It's more like I'm fronting the cost for the prints, and so I just don't want to go too hog for it. The rain taste. Did you open up your mouth, Boyds? Dang it, Boyds. Dang it, Boyds. So Twitch Addict really likes. So her stepmother's Chinese, and so she has done. Like, she grew up, like, not really grew up, it was like teenage years on a lot of Chinese cuisine, so she really, really likes that kind of food. But I don't mean, like, American Chinese food, I'm like Chinese. So, like, fast-cooked vegetables, things like that. Her favorite restaurant in undergrad was an Ethiopian place. But that, we haven't gotten, like, a good Ethiopian spot ever since, like, there was one in Atlanta, but she said it wasn't quite the same. And then good Indian food she really enjoys. She likes my Hungarian food that I make, but I think it's, you know, it's more of Asia that she's really into. And then, yeah, like Ethiopian, Korean food, things like that. Exactly. Yep. That's her favorite. And she makes vegetables in that same style when we have dinner, so it'll be like this really fast cooked hot style. And, you know, there's not like really a lot of sauce or anything like that goes into it, so sometimes she catches me putting on hot sauce. She's like, "What are you trying to say?" I'm like, "Nothing, this is great, it just needs a little bit more flavor." And so then we have a chuckle about that, and it's all fine. It's all fine. It's all just a little bit of a chuckle on that front. Y'all, it's been so long since I sketched out this original piece. I can't believe we're actually doing it now. So, Twitch Addicts, me. Let's see, which one of these was it? Desta, this one was it. This was the one in Atlanta that we went to. So here you go, Twitch Addict. We'll play this. Look at this nice video they even have here. Her favorite Twitch Addict, they didn't have here, but it's this idea that there's this bread and that you use to pick up like the meat or the vegetable or whatever kind of food that you're eating.
So we representing the name very well.
I like the people. You get that happy feeling here.
They can expect something that they're familiar with. People is gonna find meat and potato and the cabbage and the collard greens. But of course,
I think so. So there's like a giant, like Lita said that in Arizona they have this giant. You could either ask for it with plates or just like a giant bread table. Yeah, exactly what Cliff said for the whole table, like this giant big bread, and then you just like eat with the bread and you pick up the food and you eat with it's really good.
Flavor and the preparation is different.
It's just a different preparation of food that everybody's very familiar with. The spice being the really unique part of the method of preparation.
Gotcha. Thank you, Cliff.
Try the Ethiopian taste with each dish. It's so wonderful. It's not bland.
Of course, we touch it with spices, but we focus on the quality versus just spices.
While they could use cheaper cuts or lower qualities of meat fishes, they don't. They buy the highest quality of all of that and then break it down into their meal.
In terms of the general food, it's freshness and the consistency.
The food here is all.
Hilariously enough, that's where we would sit. There was an outside little patio area, and that was our favorite spot. Thank you for the sourdough flatbread made from teff.
The consistency.
The food here is always consistent, the same flavor all the time. I eat a lot of Ethiopian food. I've tried most of the other restaurants around, and I always come back to this.
Everything that we eat it with injera. It's a flat bread. It's not easy to make it. It takes preparation and it has to be fermented. You have to really babysit it to make it, but it's a bread that we use with every dish. Our signature entree is the most popular, which is our tips dish. There are different kind of meats, almost 12 different kind of meat. It comes with a side dish, with bread option. People always go for that. Our vegan platter is also very, very popular because it has a sampling of all the vegetable dishes that we offer in the house.
This is the vegetarian platter, which I love. This is one of the few places you can come to find a platter such as this that's filling, it's authentic, and I love it. The price is incredibly reasonable and portions are great. The cuisine sets itself up nicely so that if you come with the right person, somebody can get the lamb, somebody can get and you can have a little bit of everything.
Our to-go is being popular even way before COVID. We focused on it just like the dining. So we always look at honey wine.
Same, quality-wise, never changed, so it's awesome.
If you ask anyone, what's your favorite Ethiopian restaurant in Georgia? And they will say Desi. They have quite a reputation for the people who know the food.
So it is quite delicious, Twitch Addict. My sister found this place, actually, because she loves Atlanta, and she found this place for us because she's also into Ethiopian food. And so when we last visited, Lita was just all about it. Hi, Tokentau! Tokentau, it is very interesting. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I didn't think that I would like it as much, and we haven't really gone exploring in the area. We don't go into Philadelphia because of the price of parking is just so high. But otherwise, I love to try out new food. Hi, Arjun Live. How you doing? Never eaten Ethiopian. My mom had some and didn't like it. Arjun, I think it's one of those where you have to go to the right place to have it. Like, there's a lot of restaurants out there, and that, one bad experience isn't necessarily reflective of all of it, I think. How you doing today, by the way? Coffee, yes, the coffee hand roasted fresh on the table. We had some of that too, Cliff. And that was also really tasty. They did an all-around great job. And again, not every restaurant will do so, but these people, they really, really did a nice job. And I'm sure there's other ones in the area too. It's just that's the one I know of. Very busy today. Arjun, hopefully it's a good busy. Hopefully a good busy and not a bad busy, my friend. I did, let's see, little Alona and I watched some soccer this morning. We went on a walk together. She was actually very well behaved for her walk as well. She just conked right out. And then let's see, I did an emote commission today, which is near done. If Travel the World is around, it's for one of Travel the World's friends. I reached out to them and got the ideas of what they wanted, and they wanted a cat waving hello for their channel. And so we made that. So it's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting day. I also have the ham cooking, which I will check on at some point, and making with a little bit of soup and whatnot as well. So it's all kinds of delicious things, chat. All right, the 3D printer is done. Let's work on Antonia, and then we'll finish out with Kevin. Not received the golden Twitch yet, so Arjun, let's see. Arjun, it would have gone out. It went out on Friday, Arjun. It went on Friday. So you should be getting it real soon. Apologies for the delay, Arjun. Usually we're only able to go out about once a week to the post office to ship stuff. And Friday was the shipment day. Friday's usually the shipping day because that's the day I have the least amount of meetings. Otherwise, I'm just like stuck in meetings all day and I just can't get out long enough to go to the post office. Too many walks and sleeping too much during the day. I feel less tired. So coffee. It's weird, right? Because she's a little one, so she needs to sleep a fair bit. And so what she'll do is she was awake for most of the day. When we got home, she woke right back up. She ate and she was hanging out with me, and we were watching soccer. She was awake and we were just playing on the floor, and she was playing with her overhead toys, and usually I don't think she's been sleeping too much throughout the day. There's also this phenomena of overtired, where if they don't sleep enough, they then round the clock and get overstimulated, even if they haven't been sleeping at all. And so you're lumped into the other part of the situation, which is also there's just no winning coffee, it seems. There's a lot of shenanigantery, if you will. Little one's all about shenanigans as well. So, but she's a cutie. We had to turn the heat back on though, coffee, because it got to freezing yesterday. Lita had turned it off and had the windows open, and I'm like, honey, we have to turn the heat back on. I'm like, little one's cold, and I'm like, I'm cold too. But now we've turned it back off and we have the windows open. So it's weather is crazy.
Gucci.
There he is, Callie right there. Lovely little Callie. Eventually, when baby Alona can say Gucci, we'll add her in as well. I'm assuming that will not be her first word, but we'll see. I'm gunning for her first word to be dad in Hungarian. That, I think, would be a quite lovely first word, So maybe I just sit with her and I constantly say appa, 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 appa at her. And this, I think, will be a fun one to animate as well. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's just the panel is going to come down and there's going to be Kevin there. So it's not going to be anything too crazy time in terms of animation, but I think it'll still be a good one to have since we have a 3D printer now. Hello, Astronomy Show. How you doing, Astronomy Show? Welcome on in, Astronomy Show. Astronomy Show, we eventually have to do a Space Antonia as well. Astronomy Show. Also a Lego Antonia Astronomy Show one day. I actually already have an idea of how the heck to do a Lego Antonia. I've been mulling on that for a while. V is lying, folks.
Ah! You are wholesome as ferret. Yay!
V is being very, very naughty. V is being so naughty with the lying on this one. It's okay. It's okay. Twitch Addict, thank you for the 400 biddies. Thank you, Twitch Addict. Chat, that means we have unlocked a raffle.
It's time to say something nice about yourself.
For a sticker. For a sticker, chat. Let me go ahead and get it fired up. Don't enter yet. Don't enter yet, folks. Have to hit refresh. But we will do the raffle for at least one sticker. If we complete additional levels of the Chew, then we will do more stickers. Alright, exclamation point. Raffle is live. Anyone can enter, but if you win, I will need your mailing address to be able to send you your sticker. Without which, we cannot ship you your sticker. So I do need a mailing address. If you're comfortable giving your mailing address to SciAnts, then you may enter. That is the only rule and regulation. Is that you please give us your mailing address. And I also don't tend to chase people about it because I have a small child. And that's why my priorities lie. So that's why I make sure that when you win, I tell y'all, you send me that mailing address. And because I used to chase people, and I cannot chase people for that. Mama! Hello, Mama Hedgie. Welcome on in. Mama Hedgie, how you doing, Mama Hedgie? Welcome on in. We are just in the midst of a Chew. We've completed additional levels of the Chew. We'll do additional raffles as well. Until then, we're just working on our art piece for today. We're doing a 3D printer scene. Doing great. Glad to hear it, Mama. Glad to hear it. When we first came, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Optic, I remember when you first arrived. Optic, I don't remember how you found us. Mama, I will show you once the hype train ends. If we complete additional levels, we do additional stickers, and it's a sticker or a magnet. You get to pick the design. And then afterwards, if we complete level 5, we'll also do a hard enamel pin, and I'll put on a ferret onesie. Oh, you came with Professor Anduza? Hi, Paw Prince! Welcome in, Paw Prince. Paw Prince. I love the name. How you doing today, Paw Prince? Great to see you. Wait, that's forever ago. Optic Nerve. That is forever and a day ago, my friend. But it's also, it shows, you know. Been here for a while. You've been here for a while. First stream you saw was a dual stream. My goodness. Optic, that may have been the Chilling with SciAnts collab. Maybe that was it. Doing good, thank you. Well, glad to have you here, Paw Prince. Thank you again for that follow yesterday. We'll show you a minute what we're working on. There's a little preview above my head. I'll zoom out in just a moment to show you what we're working on. This is at least piece 1 today. See if we get any more done. I will, at some point, check on the ham that we're cooking, because, yeah, cooking a ham right now, Chad. Cooking a ham in the oven. Or not in the oven, it's in the... It's in a thing of water right now. Alright, minute and 30 seconds left. Woosa, if you win, I will need your mailing address for that sticker, Woosa. Yeah, I have a ham cooking, Lady Lara Croft. For Easter, it's an Easter ham. No, not a slow cooker, it's inside, so it's a smoked ham, and then you put it into like a giant, like I just put it into like a giant thing of water, and just have had it on like a low heat all day. And so when we, once it's done, like whenever Lita comes home is when it'll be done. And that's when, I'll make soup with the liquid, and then the ham is just ready for eating. 9, does that mean you would very much like to enter the raffle? Stovetop, yeah, on the stovetop. Hold on, y'all. Lita just messaged me. Woosa, I don't question Optic Nerve's resourcefulness. I've already identified that Optic Nerve is, in fact, very wise and very kind. And very knowledgeable as well. Let's see. Sending this message to Lita. Apparently the little one is a little constipated. Okay. Kim, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, the Pokeballs. Whew. I'm so sorry, Kim. I totally missed the context on that one. And I think NMD did as well. We were both like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Out of context, that message is hilarious. In context, it's also quite funny. Getting some medical advice. Okay. If you're not sending it, you're totally good, KJ. I just 100% missed the context of it. And that's why I was like, wait a minute, did I say something? Ask one more question. Sorry, I'm getting the medical advice. Caro syrup. Pomegranate or pum. So Woosa, I just shot a message to my mom, who's a pediatrician, and she said, what is it? Glycerin suppository, thermometer in the butt, or pear juice, apparently, is really helpful for babies. Like, more so than the plum juice, I suppose. Hello, Sir Didymus. How you doing, Sir Didymus? Always important I can turn my oh my into oh, I understand. That's very true, Sir Didymus. Sir Didymus, how are you doing today? Welcome the heck in. How? So NMD, we're about to get grody. Apparently you put Vaseline on the thermometer and stick it up the baby's butt and it helps stimulate them pooping. Yep, Paw Prince gets it. It stimulates the nerves and helps to facilitate the poos. Is that okay, NMD? It's 9. It's the joys of parenthood. I think their medicinal values, and NMD's like, wait a minute. I thought that was just for funsies. I sure want kids out. Music Girl, you're having 5 kids. Jimmy already told me. Jimmy wants triplets and twins. In that order. Henry was constantly terrified. Oh, I'm sorry, 9. It sucked. Glistener and Carol with 2 days. We handled from 6 months on. Didn't know if she was young. Gotcha. I didn't think those were funsies. NMD. Is Jimmy... No, Jimmy wants triplets first, and then he wants twins. He's gonna make a great dad. Poor Music Girl, though, is just... like, she's just like, consider me. And Jimmy's like, no, this is what I want. He just knows what he wants. He wants to be an amazing father, and I have no question of that. See, there he is. He wouldn't say no to triplets and twins. Can't control how many babies... You can sometimes. Jimmy. You can sometimes. There's 5! 5 bees of Jimmies. 5 Jimmy bees, folks. 5 little bees running around. Jimmy, are you going to call your children the bees? Are you going to be the hive? Are you going to be known the hive? Jimmy will have to rename himself from the concert hall to the hive because there's going to be all the little bees running around. Be amazing, Jimmy. 5 of me, I think Music Girl would lose her mind at the thought of that. Because of how much she loves you? Absolutely, Jimmy. Absolutely. She would be so happy and overjoyed that there would be 5 little bees running around. My student wants the kids to have my last name. Girl? That's okay. Or 95. Either one, Music Girl, is fine. It'll be even easier, Music Girl, when Jimmy takes your last name. Then there's none of that, Music Girl. Then it's just there is those last names and that's it. There's only one last name. Little Kevin's. NMD, now I can now never have a child named Kevin because all I'll think about is our Kevin, which might be all right. I might just
There's
laugh.
5 Kevins.
Y'all know who that pirate is. That's the one, the only, the legendary Irish John Games. Make sure to check out the lovely and amazing Jern.
That's pretty Gucci, eh?
Pretty Gucci. Give you her 4 for a week. That's a good one, Wusa. Wusa, you're a GIF wizard, Wusa. A GIF wizard, Wusa. And you also clip the don't understand, Wusa. Which is now classic. And if you don't understand, you understood if you would.
You don't understand. You don't understand. If you understood, you wouldn't understand.
The lovely Jern. I was like, GIFs? And I was like, I don't understand. I know, I'm so sorry. Do you say GIFs, Wusa? Wusa, I cannot say GIFs because GIFs is a car company here in the United States called Jiffy Lube. And I cannot imagine that Jiffy Lube is that animated. And even in spite of what the creator said. Right, then we can't do anything with that, Wusa. GIF is peanut butter, GIF is the graphic. Exactly. Thank you, Tactics. I don't speak about GIFs, so I'm okay with GIF or GIF. Wusa, I have no idea those pronunciation of those words. If I did, Wusa, then I wouldn't understand. But if I understood, I wouldn't understand. So there's a lot of understanding there, Wusa. But it's all Gucci, Wusa. It's all Gucci. See how many buzzwords I use in one phrase? Hey, Becca's Crafty Life. How you doing, Becca? Welcome on in, Becca. Happy Easter, Becca. Happy Easter. Smike stole your AirPods? I'm so sorry, NMD. Goo is hard G in French like guitar. It's fair. I have no idea, Woos. I'm like totally lost now. Hello, Hugh. How you doing? How you doing, Hugh? Welcome on in, Hugh. Chat, make sure to check out the lovely and amazing Becca's Crafty Life. We love you, Becca. Let's go check out Becca. Go check out Becca's Crafty Life. Again, Becca, I hope you're having a lovely day today so far. I'm not quite ready for it to be end of Sunday. I want it to be Sunday again tomorrow. NMD doesn't have any ear gunk, Smikes. Smikes, I have it on good authority that NMD washes her ears every evening. In fact, maybe even every morning. In fact, maybe NMD washes her ears 3 times, Smikes. Like consistent washing. Mining for my friend today who's close to 450. Very cool, Becca. Girls end up ear gung just like we don't poop. There we go. That's right. NMD knows. But even in spite of that, NMD still cleans her ears 6 times a day. Even though there's never a threat of any ear gunk. Only because she wants to make us feel like mortals. It's very kind, NMD, of why you do that. Hilarious enough, I didn't even finish Antonia's face. We just moved along, and I got excited. I don't know what to tell y'all. After 5 minutes writing it down, now it take the time to take care of it. Love you, Woosa! Woosa, Woosa, Woosa.
I'll be busy. I'm just having fun. Woosa in the chat saying hi to everyone.
Have a good one, Woosa. Hungry, I want a ham and cheese sandwich, but my usually not cuddly kitty is cuddled in my lap. I don't want to dissuade her. But that's right, you can't move, Coffee Rocks. You can't move. Coffee, here's what you need to do. You come over here, Coffee Rocks. I have some ham ready for you. I have some ham ready for you to eat. You just come over, just bring the kitty in your lap. I'll prep you the sandwich. It'll be all good, Coffee. Some SciArt Sunday. We're working on this piece right here. So it is going to be an Antonia who is 3D printing a Kevin. It's our 2 most current popular characters. And so I thought, why the heck not make them do this kind of behavior? Also, this way, NMD96 is very happy, as is Smikes, because it's both of their... Well, actually, Smikes, I don't know. I think Smikes likes Antonia still. Maybe his favorite is the Planarian. Either way, it's a good piece. Travel the World, I actually finished something for your friend today, Travel the World. I haven't sent them the final files yet, but this is what they wanted, Travel the World. They wanted a cat, a waving cat. So I have the option to like the text on there as well. So that's what I finished today for your friendo, the waving kitty cat. Oh, sorry, y'all. Just asking medical question. Okay. Thank you, Travel. Yeah, I haven't sent over the file yet, but I sent them a preview and they said they liked it, so hopefully that's good. Dog emotes is added to the pack. Optic, I'm so glad you got another puppers. I'm sure Pet Wonder is very excited. Jeffrey all the way. Doctor Carlo, the stream scribe is in his house. Folks, you know him, you love him. Make sure to check out the stream scribe. There's a fancy pinky out shot. Is your early birthday present. Optic, you please thank Pet Wonder right now for how breathtaking they are. Go check out Carlo. He streams, folks. Wait, HMU after stream if HMU. Hit me up. Yes, certainly, sir. I was like, I don't know what that means. Yeah, Catalog does mean Mondays, Let's Talk Tuesdays, Word Art Wednesdays, New Things Thursdays, and Free Day Fridays. Every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. At 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check out Carlo, the stream scribe. Carlo, I may have some time. I can definitely message. I don't know when Lita is coming home. She is over at her mom's right now with the little one, but then the little one's having some tummy aches. Hold on. So I'm asking mom questions. And I'm moving questions between them left and right. To make sure. Ilonamodium. Maybe she might need something like that. It's all getting the right sizes, Carlo, and the right dosage and all that jazz. It's terrifying, Carlo, what to do. Okay. I'm like, at a certain point, Lita just should message my mom independently. Okay. I'm like transferring messages left, right, and center between them. It's okay. It's okay. Just making sure that all is looking good. Yeah, Carlo should be good. Everything good, Carlo? Everything good? Gucci like Tucci? Carlo, we don't have a Gucci from you yet, sir. We'll eventually have to get you to say Gucci so we can add you to the queue. Carlo, we have 54 Guccis. 54 Guccis, Carlo. And there's Gucci. So many people missing. Thank you for having me, Nate. Thank you for choosing us, Nate's Dreamland, as the place to raid and entrusting your community with us. Appreciate the heck out of you.
Where's my drink? What drink?
Thank you for that hydrate. You want to be 57? Carlo, you got like 30 years to go, my friend. You got 30 years to go, Carlo. Before you can hit that ugh. I told Lita, I'm like, just text my mom, and so then instead Lita texts me. So then it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Do 3 then? That's true. Cataldo could do 3. That's true, Carlos. Some heroes have done more than 1. Make a group chat. Yeah, NMD, I know. I'm just like, Lita, just text my mom. Like, I'm not sure what you want me to do. Let me be your hero, baby. Is what Cataldo would say, folks. Possibly, maybe, potentially. Chat, Carla and I found out about each other that we both like Walt Whitman the other day. It was glorious. Now Carlo, he does sometimes quotes for his art pieces. I think he should do some Walt Whitman quotes for some of those pieces, Carlo. I think that would be really neat. You hardly know who I am or what I mean. See, that would be another good one, Carlo. I feel like for the t-shirts that you've been doing as like some of these, like, you know, redoing like memes like the Mordor and Isengard as Disney, I feel like some of these quotes as shirts would also be really cool. Michael R. Hassler. Hello, Michael R. Hassler. How you doing, Michael R. Hassler? Welcome the heck in. It's great to see ya. Let over that sort of weight. Ooh. Very cool. The silhouette of Walt. I like that. Not of weight. Carlo, I misread that as a silhouette of weight. I didn't know what that meant, but I assumed it sounded cool. And then it registered in my head. Of third book, and you love Pippin. Ooh, Quoth. Very nice. Quoth, this is the Lord of the Rings, right? Just, I'm making sure that A, I'm remembering correctly, and B, setting the context for the party people. Excellent. Okay, Quoth, excellent. Quoth, hi the Raven. How you doing, Quoth the Raven? Quoth, it was very cold yesterday. Quoth, we had less people show up yesterday than we did in April for our outdoor event. But Quoth, we will do it again in May. Hopefully by that point the weather will be better. I'll be right back, folks. My mom has a question for me. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'll be right back.
All things science in a fun, wholesome environment, you are in the right place.
Y'all, I'm on the phone with my mom, and all of a sudden she hears Optic Nerve's song, and she's like, "What is happening?" And then I just gave her Lita's phone number. Just please just call Lita. I don't I don't understand what's going on or what y'all actually want to do. Like, just go, no, you're fine, Optic, you're fine. The coffee laugh made it even better, because then my mom was like, what? Is there a turkey? I'm like, no, she does not know that I'm streaming, because otherwise that would be an awkward conversation. Hi, Detector. Happy Easter, Detector. How you doing, Detector? Welcome to Heck Yeah, Detector. How was the gaming today, Detector? How was the gaming today, my friend? Yeah, that was... Kevin! I know, No, Coffee, no oops. I should have stepped away. But I was just like, just call. Like, here's Lita's number, please call her. Because she thought I was the one in the store. I'm like, no, here's these questions. Okay, please just, call Lita. Because I can't be siphoning information between y'all. Because, like, Mom had this question, and then Lita had this question, and then Mom's asking the follow-up question. I'm just like, this is just easier if y'all just take care of this together, because this is far, far too much. Yeah, Carlo, you won the Battle Royale, Carlo. Congratulations on winning, Carlo. Hi, Casually Average.
Gucci.
Quoth the Raven, you're not an owl? For now. I'm not armed. How did I win? You are armed, Carlo. Actually, your character... Wait, is your character winged? No, it's a monkey. It looks like your character is a monkey, Carlo. Hold on. Carlo, we're going to make your character fly up in the air. Oh, you're Sonic. Of course, then you are handed. You're Sonic, Carlo. Look, you're a Sonic character. Of course you have hands, then, sir. There's always some random monkey running around down there, too. You never know what all kind of characters are there. Favorite author is Poe? Nice. I think, Pet Wonder, when Quoth the Raven came in, I think the ferret did like a very excited Quoth the Raven nevermore. NMD, I saw that I made you smile. NMD. I'm glad I made you smile, NMD96. I'm glad I made you happy. Hi, Lilith Hobo. How are you doing, Lilith Hobo? Welcome on in, Lilith. Lilith, we're not doing an Easter themed piece today because we already have our Easter characters, but Lilith, we're doing something like marginally science-y. Antonia's 3D printing a Kevin. It's pretty science-y. I said booty.
Thank you for the booties in the face.
Thank you, Smikes. Fringe Ant sometimes. For Refrigerant? What is your website? So Travel the World, ! Merch. There are the stickers. There's also magnets and pins and shirts and glasses and mugs and all kinds of fancy pants stuff. Travel the World. If you're in the United States, we're also raffling off 2 more prints today. 2 more prints that we're testing out the print quality. So if you stick around to the end of the stream, you could win 2 prints today. Again, usually don't have any regulation or like not regulation. What is it? Restrictions on it, but today we're only for that. It's U.S. only because we're testing stuff out and we're trying to test how the shipping looks and all that fun stuff. So, not stipulation, restrictions on today's. U.S. only is the restriction because we're testing out a new product. We're also asking whoever wins to take a picture and let us know how it shipped and what's the quality because we don't yet know. So we want to make sure that it's going to look okay and work before we start listing stuff in the store. Chat also, make sure to follow another friendo of this channel. His name is Towards Night. He's a legendary freestyle rapper extraordinaire. Also a musician. He plays the guitar, plays the piano, and he makes ice cream with his pectoral muscles. Go check out Towards Night. Go drop him that follow. Go drop him that fancy pants follow, folks. So from Canada, yes, so Travel the World. That is, so for international on the website, just shoot me a message with a screenshot of what you'd like to order. I will make a PayPal invoice and we'll send it off. So just international shipping is super difficult on the website, just because of how it's set up. So we just do those like one at a time orders. And if then you wanted anything outside of stickers or a magnet, like a shirt, we would calculate out how much shipping would be from the supplier and then give you a quote. And then if you're okay with it, then I would send you an invoice on that front. But if it's just stickers, that's super easy because it's just the price of a stamp, which is not much different than standard shipping. And so we would get that out to you with no problem. The Dino hoodie is pretty cool optic. Lita has the Dino hoodie. She's even gotten compliments on it. For work, that would be cool. The US, we have new puppy and kitty love stamps. Oh, Sir Didymus, that's really cool. I don't know, I bought a book of stamps. I wonder where the heck I put it. That is a great question. That is actually, oh, there they are. I think they're just the American flag. They were just like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, I don't care. I should have looked. I would have gotten the pet ones. But I just got the regular old flag. It's still it's pretty though. Go. Cool beans. It comes in a sheet, not a booklet. Gotcha. I mean, it should have, but sometimes it's just easier to get those kinds. Okay, now we can color Kevin, then we'll blend our colors, and then this one will be done. I know NMD is going to be so happy, y'all. This is how she actually got some of her Kevins. We're going to be live reenacting how NMD got her Kevins in her home. She's got so many Kevins, y'all. I think she might even have 6 Kevins now, which is an inordinate amount of Kevins. No one has that many Kevins, except for I don't even think I have that many Kevins. Your Twitch mail, Twitch addict. I love sending out Twitch mail. I love sending out the prize winners, and it makes me really happy. The only time it doesn't is when it was for the partner party, and then there was that very, very displeased lady in line who shook her cane at me. That, I'll be honest, Twitch chat, that stressed me out a little bit. That did stress me out a little bit. But afterwards, now I've gone since and she wasn't there, so now I feel safe again to go. I feel safe again to go there. I know, Alex, I know. But Alex, I have this idea, Alex Vixen. I don't want to spoil it yet, Alex. But it'll be something special for Star Wars month. Alex, I think you're going to get such a chuckle out of this. And people... Oh, I'm so sorry, Lilith. That stinks. That shouldn't be a thing, but I'm sorry that it is, Lilith. And there's never any pressure to enter a raffle also, folks. Only if you want to. But I'm sorry, that's not a fun reason to not join, right? But yeah, Alex, there's gonna be some very silly things happening for Star Wars month involving Kevin and Antonia. Lots of Antonia stuff. There's also gonna be some other potential Jedi characters that we're gonna have, Alex. We're even gonna do Jar Jar. A Jar Jar Antonia for Gwen, because Gwen really loves Jar Jar. I know, Twitch Act. I was nervous there. Would have been extreme nerves there. Shaking canes at me, left, right, and center. Yeah, Chad. Gwen really wanted a Jar Jar one. Can't say. Just want to say thanks for absolutely, Rick Eisen. Absolutely. Detector, you know you love Jar Jar as well, who's also a confirmed Sith Lord. Detector's like, absolutely not. But you know what? You're going to dark side, Danny. Absolutely. Detector, the actor, was in The Mandalorian as well. For Glass. Alright, Optic, very nicely done. Optic, very nice. I've never heard that actually, Optic. But I very much enjoy that. That is a very nicely done joke. Optic, you win today on that. You win on that front today. So I'm glad yeah, I am too, Detector. I am too. I haven't seen the newest episode that came out this week. That might be something we watch tonight. When's the bad joke? No. Pet Wonder, there's nothing bad about that joke. That was a lovely joke. That was an absolute lovely joke. In fact, Optic, I'm so sorry. Let's play the air horn, Optic. There we go. Me too, Alex. But that's why I'm glad that he got another. He got to play a different character in The Mandalorian, and everyone was very excited for it. But yeah, he had a lot of mental health issues as a result of his time playing Jar Jar, because there can be some very toxic fans. Same thing with the girl from Rogue One. What girl, Optic? Yeah, exactly, Alex. How he was treated, and like where his mental health went. Rose's character was also pretty bad. Was it as bad? Kelly Marie, wait, she was in Rogue One? Really, Optic? Who did she play in Rogue One? Oh, you mean the last Jedi, Optic? Yeah, she was not in Rogue One. The young kid, blonde kid on Game of Thrones stopped acting because there were fans who couldn't differentiate between the character and the actor. I mean, Quoth, I imagine that Daniel Radcliffe has the same issue with Harry Potter, right? Like, I know whenever I see Daniel Radcliffe in any other movie, I just see him as Harry Potter for. Oh, Belinda acronyms? Yes. Well, optic is because I have like a series of acronyms in my head that are never accurate, right? Because like no one's thinking of the sciencey things. What are we working on today, Mavis? We're working on a 3D printer that's gonna print a tiny Kevin, because that makes me chuckle, and so that's what we're working on today, Mavis, for SciAnts Sunday. We had a couple of options on the menu for folks to pick from. The 3D printer one is one that I've sketched out a long time ago. And we, I usually put it up to vote for what we should work on, and then it's never won the vote, and so then it won today. So once we finish it, Mavis, I'm also going to animate it, and so it'll like 3D print a little Kevin. No worries, TD Fox, no worries at all. Mavis, how's the family doing? I hope the little one's okay. Our little one apparently is a little constipated today. She had been doing okay earlier, but Lita was messaging me asking medical questions, and she's like, could you ask your mom this? And then she kept sending messages to my mom, kept sending messages. And then I was like, you know what? Here's a group message, and y'all just call each other, because I can't keep going back and forth on the messages that y'all are having. I'm like, it would just be easier if you just called each other. So they did, Mavis. They did. And I think they figured out what to get for the little one. But she was a good one today. Not bad. Had a good Easter. Tonight, I got a little moody. Mavis, did you let her know that you're the world's best papa? She co-piloted my stream for a while. Okay, well, that could be good if she's a co-pilot, right? The wee one and I watched a bunch of Premier League soccer this morning, and then we went on a nice long walk. Kinda? Okay. As long as it's, she knows that she has a wonderful papa. And again, chat, make sure you're following Mavis. He also has a beautiful singing voice. He will sing to you like just melodic lullabies if you redeem. I have the channel points too. Ever tried a 3D model with a 5-year-old in your lap? I mean, Mavis, I've tried with a newborn. It's not good. It's not good. I had every intention of going on a walk. Quath, she keeps me honest on that because she sleeps better if we take her out on a walk. Like, it's just part of her routine. If we take her on a walk that night, she sleeps better. And so I always make sure to get out and take her on a walk for that reason. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten up, watched some soccer, and taken a nap. Optimist Priam, amazing name, by the way. 3D modeling is hard enough on its own. I know. Where's Kevin? Should have. What did I? Should have. Here we go. Yeah, this little guy is a pain in the butt to 3D model. Prunes, pear juice for the constipation. Not yet, Mavis. That was some of Mom's suggestion. Is to do pear juice, and then she had some other thing as well. Thank you, Optimus. This is one of our 3D characters. We've got a bunch of Optimus that we've 3D modeled. Everything from our leaf cutter ant, the chroma keyed out turtle. He was printed in green. It's fun, though, because we also 3D print our models as well. So you can see on top of the 3D printer, there's tardigrade, an ant, a bigger Kevin, and there's our mug from Grimly that he made. The avatars in SEO, that would be really cool, yeah. Yes, Ninja Turtle. Maple syrup, Mavis. I like that. We might actually have some maple syrup. I don't know. Oh, and Coffee Rocks. So it's APA, A-P-A, is the Hungarian for dad. And so that's what I'm trying to get her to say first. Lita is also going by Anya, which is the Hungarian for mom. So those are the two phrases that we're going with. That's our mom and dad, is Anya and Appa. The high fructose corn syrup makes it happen. I gotta be dad. I can hear. Oh, thank you, Mavis. Mavis, good luck, Mavis. Good luck. Which actually coffee rocks. Hilariously enough, I had a Bulgarian friend in college, and her name was Anya, just like what I would call my mom. And she and I were good friends because we were in the same chemistry lab. And she had this boyfriend who I didn't really know, but he came over once to my dorm room, and he was very emotionally distraught because Anya had said that she might, if he doesn't become like a better boyfriend, she would leave him or something like that. She gave him an ultimatum. And Coffee, he was like, my phone has, he talked to me for a while, and then he was like, my phone has died. Can I use your phone to send this message? How old? I don't, freshman or sophomore year in college, Gwen? I have no idea what age that would be. But I said, sure, you can use my phone. And I didn't realize, but he looked at my phone and found the contact Anya. He did not scroll down far enough to see the one with the last name on it. My mom in my phone is just Anya, because that is what I call my mother. And so he sent this emotionally distraught text to my mom where he said that he would he said he needed to be committed because it was emotionally distraught and he wasn't ripe for the world. It was a concerning message. And then he was like, okay, I've sent her the message, I'm gonna go see her now, and then he headed out. So 20 minutes later, I get this phone call from my mom, and I'm like, hey mom, what's up? And she's like, oh my god, are you okay? Should I send your father? Do we need to commit you to the hospital now? What's going on? Why are you so depressed? Why are you saying these kinds of things? I'm like, mom, what are you talking about? And she's like, I got your message. I'm like, oh, and it the light bulb went off in my head. And so I was like, mom, no, mom, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything is totally fine, mom. And she's like, what was this about? What? Explained to her the situation. And then everything was fine. After that, everything was fine. But, yeah, she was not impressed by that. I wasn't either, in my defense. That was a very unfortunate text message error. What ended up happening between them? She ended up leaving him not long after that. Apparently he was a jerk. So I'm, all okay with that. The boy is an eggs, Alex. He apparently I knew her, I didn't know him at all, so I had no vested interest in his success. I just wanted her to be happy. And she did end up leaving him because he was a poopy face. Much as Alex said. But Alex said it in the more realistic term. I said it in the more silly willy term. I'm not sure where she is now, but she was very nice. She also played a prank on our my roommate, because my roommate was also in the chem class with us, but he really did not like her. Hi, give him Nell.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello, Nell. Welcome on in. He really did not like her at all, or our other friend Sunita. There was no real rhyme or reason why.
Where's my drink?
Not in Hungary for sure, yeah. Thank you, Nell. She did, he did not like them. And so they were very upset by this, because he was also rude to them in chemistry lab. And so they went into our room. They had me unlock the door. And they went into his Facebook and reset all his stuff. And they signed him up for a bunch of newsletters to random, possibly inappropriate websites. To which I remember they signed him up for so many that he had to end up deactivating his email. He had to get a whole new email address because there was so much that was signed up for and you couldn't unsubscribe to enough. Yeah. Well, so Coffee Rocks, they were also, he was rude to them verbally. I don't like you. Why? You exist. I mean, unfortunately, Alex, there are people like that. There's actually a lot of people like that. That's called systemic racism. But it was very unfortunate. Now, thank you for the stretch. No. Ooh, no. No, I'm crack-a-lacking now. I'm crack-a-lacking now. Ooh. Cracking today now. Not intentionally now. I'm not sure what's going on there. Nice shirt. Thank you, Hugh. Hugh, it does have some spit up on it. There you can see. That Baby Alona put some on there. You sound. I was a little crunchy now. Hi, Dacum. Lightning in the Sky. It's the newest album, Dacum. The last album, their last studio album, Dacum. I cried, Dacum, when I read that. My favorite band's last album. It doesn't mean that they won't necessarily put out singles, but it still makes me very sad, Dacum. Because they bring me so much joy. You know? Marking as her Sardinimus, that is okay. And I'm not about, I will not get mad at my daughter for spitting up. But I do like this shirt. I do have to be more careful, Sardinimus, because I have some like nice sweaters and everything. I'm like, well, please don't spit up on my Thug Shell sweater. You know? Like, of all things, don't spit up there. Get Wi-Fi on Tuesday, so I'm looking forward to it too. I've been mid-January. How come? How come now? Dean Evans says she loves you. This is true. Oh my goodness, yes. Alex, I feel like it shouldn't be $20, Alex. It should not be $20. But I do need to get this, Alex. Get it for the 6-month-old size. My ex-husband would go to country fairs and flea markets and put my name and address. Oh no, that's a big no-no. Coffee. I can't imagine Lita's displeasure if I would have put her on anything like that, like any kind of mailing list whatsoever. Like, no, she has actually changed her email a couple of times since we've been together, because folks that like really upset her had her email and wouldn't stop messaging her. And so Coffee, she just got a new email. And then she did it. She actually did it again. Coffee Rocks. She did it a second time. She's like, I need a new email that no one work associated ever has any access to. Like, okay. You hadn't lived until a baby stuck its razor blade fingernail up your nose and ripped out your set. Oh my God, Sardinimus, I don't want to live like that. That is a big no thank you from me, Sardinimus. I'd rather not then. Moved house across the country. Tried to cut them a month ago. I weren't able to install it that day. So I went to someone who knew the blueprints of the building because it's easier to find than going, oh wow, that's crazy now. Well, now I'm glad that it's going well now. What happened to your husband? He's on a trip, but it's been 6 months. It's a long trip. It's out of the country. Out of the country, Alex. Is your baby Wolverine? It's a lot of blood. Oh, goodness. That would be a nightmare because I'd be trying to comfort her and then I'd be bleeding everywhere and then Lita would come down and then she'd be upset. It would be a whole thing. Thank you, Dacum. Dacum, do you want to see what we're working on today? Dacum, this one finally got the votes to do. There was a lot of options today, Dacum. I gave a lot of... We had more members of the SciAnts band on the docket. We had a Twitch ambassador animation that I wanted to do for Poosh number 2, Electric Boogaloo. But this one won, and it's been in the queue for a while. But it's gonna be a 3D printer where Antonia 3D prints a Kevin. Dacum, we came up with this idea Actually, Smikes came up with this idea a long time ago. When we first got the 3D printer, Smikes said we should have like a 3D printer animation. And I think at the time is when I sketched it out. And we put it up for votes all the time, and it just kept changing. And then, of course, we also had like all the band members and like all that stuff to do that. Yep, Smikes, this was your idea. Half a second before when it happens starts to bleed, and the time you turn the... Oh my god. Sirdidimus. Antonia's Kevin in a cage. I mean, maybe. Can you animate the printing process or too rough? So Gwen, I will try something with that. I will try something with that, yeah. So it's not going to be a resin printer. I decided to print it as... Or have the print as a PLA printer, because I thought the resin in the other direction was going to be like hard to get the idea of it. His brain is so large. It is, boys. It is. He's also extremely handsome. He's also extremely handsome, boys. Most handsome man in Illinois. Boys, you're the most handsome man in Texas, but your brain is larger than you. Smikes, I don't know, boys. Should we nerf that comment? It's a smidge of self-deprecation there from Smikes. I don't really like that. All right, we'll have to nerf Smikes. We don't need Smikes. You both can have giant brains. It's lovely. And Alex, I know you're breathtaking, man. Alrighty. Alex, don't worry. I think you're very much going to enjoy the May Kevin. I think you're going to really get a chuckle from it. At least I hope so. I hope so. That'll be a good one. And then chat, remember we have 2 raffles to still do the end of the night for additional prints if you are interested. Our 2 winners so far were Peekaboo Draws and NMD 96. Why is shipping to Germany less than to Canada? That's a great question, Smikes. It might actually be Smikes. It might be if they're the company that does the print could be in Europe that it's coming from, and that might be why. The glutens, that's true. The gluten knocked, if you will. First casserole, I don't think I enjoyed the combo of sauce with the meat and veggies. Nell, I'm so sorry about that. Nell, I usually for our casseroles don't add any sauce in. Usually it's just like the sauce of the actual like vegetables or whatever they're marinating in, or the meat juice. And then if we wanted extra sauce on there, add it in later. For us, because I always get nervous about the flavor being too much. Tater tot casserole. It's been a long time, Optic. Optic, for the long time too, I was allergic to the word. To the word tater tot. Optic, any guess as to why I did not like that word? I really didn't like that word. Pork medallions, potatoes, onions, carrots. Oh, that sounds really nice now. But yeah, I guess maybe the mushroom sauce is what nerfed it. All-time favorite meal is bacon salad. Optic, is that mean it's just a plate of bacon? It was Optimus Prime. It was because of Napoleon Dynamite. Thank you for recognizing that. I did not see that movie when it first came out. Instead, it was just after everyone had been quoting it and hyping it, and I was so thoroughly disappointed. And that everyone was like, "My tots, go!" And I was like, "No, my goodness." But about a tater tot? You can make a joke about a tater tot, no? It's chopped bacon and creamy vinegar sauce poured over an end of lettuce. Okay, so it is a salad. Tater tots before you put them in the casserole. Ooh. Does sound really... Yes, excellent. Baby, no, she is not. She is not, Nell. She is still on the bottle. They say about 6 months on the bottle before you start introducing some kind of solid food. So still gonna be a little while before that. Because we're approaching 3 months. Now we're approaching the 3 months. Yeah, she's been very silly now. She's been very silly. If anyone's interested in seeing Baby Alona, there is on our Discord, there's a whole channel with pictures of the little one. Try to put up a daily picture of her to make y'all chuckle. It's also kind of cool because you get to see her grow up along with me. Hi, Supernatural Rider. How you doing, Supernatural Rider? Do you know what that you'll have to post Discord? The treatment slides before Alona when she feels better. You got it. Yes, you got it, Coffee Rocks. To be, have they got young one? I know it's young. I know, Optic. I'm sorry. I'm a monster. I always and forever forget this. I'm sorry, Optic. It's quite fun there. Happy Easter to you, Supernatural Rider, with you and your little bunny rabbits. Chat, if you like bunny rabbits, make sure to check out Supernatural Rider. Also, workout streamer. Also, co-working streamer. Also, beauty streamer. Also, working out. Christmas tree putter-upper streamer. I think there was even one cooking stream as well. Supernatural Rider does it all, folks. Does it all, folks. They had the strawberries today. Was that a special treat, Super, or is that a standard item for the bunnies? Special one. Gotcha. Very nice. I'm glad the bunnies had a wonderful Easter, Supernatural. I hope you did as well. We are just finishing up this piece. Whoa, look at that. That doesn't look half bad. To blend some of the colors. Otherwise, I think we have an okay piece here. We got an okay piece here. Let me ask Lita real quick, what's the word? Thank you. Thank you. Gucci. Gucci. Lady Lara Croft, you make me chuckle. Thank you, boys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure NMD if she's gotten the medicine yet, because Lita is at her mom's. So I'm not sure if she was at the store or if she was ordering something or like what the dealio was and how she was getting the medicine. I'm not sure what she decided on yet either. Work of art. This is Mike's. Yeah, exactly. Lara Croft. This is great. This is great. This is great. Yes. And Lady Lara Croft has a fancy musical piece now as well. And also, Supernatural Rider, you still owe us a sound alert if you would like for your VIP. You don't have to, Supernatural, but if you would like, you have your very own sound alert. Oh, and remember, VIPs also get an additional ticket whenever we do a raffle. Sound alert went off, and my AirPods connected to my phone immediately. Oh no. Alas. Your poor AirPods. Oh, wait. Did you find them? I thought you said Smikes took them. I thought you said Smikes took your AirPods today.
We'll all be Gucci.
Indeed. That was Jimmy B 93. Mr. B. The breathtaking Mr. B right there. All right. Smikes gave him back. Nice. Smikes, that's so kind of you. Able to get my pledge? Yes. Supernatural's Kickstarter. It was fully funded. He is playing Fall Guys. I saw Music Girl. I saw he was playing the Fall Beans. How did I see Music Girl? His little status on the Discord little popped up there. Now posting of the gift of the of the explosive poops, Alex Vixen. It's okay. Hate this group presentation because I have to dress up and record myself doing the presentation. And to edit it. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter.
It's alive! I've always wanted to say that.
Hi, Mr. B. It's cleaner than that. Is it the hippo shaking its tail and flinging poo everywhere, Alex? Most likely not, Alex. I imagine that it's a much safer thing. If I keep guessing, it's actually just going to keep getting worse and worse. I think I might just stop guessing on that front. Yeah, lady, I think the amber one turned out quite nicely. And we had been saying for a while that we should have an amber something. And this way it's also our mosquito character has a little something as well. Fun thing coming soon, folks, with the mosquito. And the thank you, Alex. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, it keeps going. Oh my god. Oh my god, Alex. Alright. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to play this. We're gonna have to play this. Quite Smikes. Coffee, you can trigger it whenever. That's why it's there. I saw a group, unfortunately, IRL zoo group visitor got stinky splash from the hippo. Lady, it's fascinating. That is only the male hippo. That is only the male hippo that does that. Optic says, sir, can I swap my character for a Psycom since it's troublesome? Wait, Optic, you don't want the I'm already started the sketches, Optic, for the video game one, Optic. You want something else, Optic Nerve? Come on, exactly. Thank you, Optimist. Yeah, so Lady Lara Croft, those are male, and they fling the poo to or a territorial marking. It's quite cool. Can you put Balloon stream audio? Uh-oh. V? No, Music Girl, please don't hurt Jimmy. Thought it was issued to the crazy... No, Optic. It wasn't the crazy detail. It was more just, how to integrate it. So, like the issue is, Optic, how to make it look good without it just being a ant on an armor. You know, like how to actually integrate it and make it like fit the theme. That's what I was having like some trouble on it. Hippos can really do a number on river health. They can now, but so can humans. Basically got my cats only sprayed. That's true, Quaff. Hello, Kit Angel Arts. Kit Angel Arts, how you doing, Kit? How you doing, Kit? Chat, if you're not already, check out the lovely and amazing Kit Angel Arts. Kit. Wait, Kit. Hold on, Kit. Something very important, Kit Angel. How was your birthday? Kit? How was your birthday? Let's make sure Belint hasn't, like, totally spaced on what day Kit Angel's birthday was. Perfect. Okay, Kit. We have to play the birthday song. Chat, it was Kit Angel's...
It's your
birthday either Friday. I think it was Friday, right, Kit? It was Friday. Chat, it was Kit Angel Art's birthday on Friday. So we're a little bit late. We're a little bit late. However, chat, if you will please join me. If you will please join me. It was Saturday. It was the 8th. But you were streaming on Friday my time, but it was Saturday your time. Gotcha. Chat. One day ago was the lovely Kit Angel Art's birthday. Let's wish Kit Angel Art a happy birthday. Chat, get your emojis ready. 3, 2, and 1.
It's your birthday
yesterday.
Today. It's your birthday today.
Yesterday.
There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today.
Yesterday, Kit.
Everybody say hooray.
Hooray, Kit.
There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today. He can't read, so he does not know that the cake is not for him.
No.
It might be his birthday too, but the chance of that is slim. It's your birthday
yesterday.
Today. It's your birthday today.
Hooray.
There's a cat licking your birthday cake. It's your birthday today.
Happy birthday, Kit Angel Arts, Kit. I'm glad that you had a good birthday. I'm glad there was good cake, and I'm glad the kiddos were possibly well behaved for the birthday. I'm very glad to hear that. Happy freaking birthday, Kit Angel Arts. Happy birthday. Kit, we are working on a 3D printer animation of Antonia 3D printing Kevin. Why? Well, Smikes had the brilliant idea a long time ago, and I'd sketched it a long time ago, but we just kept getting held up. And then when I was doing the SciAnts band, like, musical characters, and it was just getting crazy. But today it won. 3D Kevin. Kit, we already got 3D Kevin. 3D Kevin's already been gotten. Oh, you want to steal my cake? The child was grand. I mean, Kit, is it really your cake if you have a child? Is it ever again going to be your cake? It'll never be your cake. You will like it? All right, Optic. Optic, I'm excited. Yeah, Kit, it's never going to be your cake again. 3D Kevin, yeah. NMD has multiple 3D Kevins. In fact, NMD has such an absurd number of 3D Kevins that I don't even know what to do anymore.
You are wholesome as ferret.
Don't lie. V, please don't lie. Ooh, Mud Skippers. Ooh, Optic. I do like Mud Skippers. A great deal, Optic Nerve. That is an excellent SciComm character, Redeem. A lot about their evolution is interesting. Lung dynamics. All the fun things. V, don't lie, V. Don't lie, V. Don't lie, V. You have them at the moment? Nice, Optic. Optic, please tell V that he should not tell lies. Or NMD, if you're here. You have 7 Kevins, NMD? NMD, that's far too many Kevins. NMD already said that when she visits here, she's gonna take all the Kevins. Yeah, so Mud Skipper is Lady Lara Croft, this remarkable animal that can switch between terrestrial and aquatic lifestyles depending on, like, drought versus if it's actually... Hi, Crafty Lura! Welcome in. Drought versus if it's like and wet, like the river, like when the river dries out, they can actually walk across dry areas. It's really remarkable. That'll be fun. Pics, I took them on Friday. Okay. Hold on. Right window. Oh, there's super cutie patootie optic. Yeah, they turned out really, really cute. Look at that. Is that on the underwater state and the above? Like, this is still underwater, but you can see like the little. It almost has like hands that it uses to climb around, and a little bit looking above water too. Very cool optic. That should be a fun one to make. We are very low on fish. We have 2 fish optic. We have the shark and the zebrafish. So having another one would be good. Manor Nutzeli after that. Nice. Optic, that's a lot of channel points. You might have to stick around for a little while. As long as you're okay with that. Hi, Zen! We are Zen. We're only on the first one, Zen. I'm so sorry, Zentaus, if you had money riding on additional. Zen's just like Blent, really? So sorry. Yeah. So the reverse scuba divers, Alex said. Small fish hold a mouthful of water so they can cross land. Oh, that's why it's reversed. That's what clicked in. Denmark has gambling laws. That applies to Twitch, Zen? It's crazy. Huh. See, also the Mudscaper will... No. Actually, Optic, the pan flute has already been claimed. Optic Nerve, the pan flute has been claimed, Optic Nerve. By a character that preceded yours by many moons, Optic Nerve. I suppose eventually we'll have to start doing doubles. But Optic Nerve, you'll need the permission of the originator. No, Smikes, the gambling of the channel points. Oh, you got it. Gotcha. Who are you bribing? Alex Vixen wanted Darwin Zorro to have the pan flute. And Optic, I don't know about you, but I would not question Alex Vixen ever. Optic Nerve. Fair enough. Exactly. Should we jump? Exactly. Jump on the rafters, all the things. Yeah, I haven't started. I've started concept arting the Darwin Zorro for the pan flute because that's what Alex wanted for her character. So that'll be one that we'll do in the coming weeks. I know Smikes is elated. We're just adding in all the characters. The secret Andy and pan flute, yes. We'll see how well I can do it, Alex. You have so many questions, Zen. Ask away, Zen's house. You fear to ask? I'm sorry, Zen. Zen, never be afraid, Zen's house. This is a safe place. If anyone bullies you, Zen, you just look at one of the mods, and you know there will be nerfings left, right, and center. You once saved the world from an asteroid, Zen. People need to know that and respect that. The Neef. Eventually, Zen will have an exclamation point Neef. What is it going to actually trigger? No idea, Zen, but we'll figure it out as we get there. Maybe that's how people say I neef to eat. Possibly? Potentially? Pickles? Smikes, I have made a pickle emote. That was one of the first commissioned pieces. It was a cool pickle being held by a penguin. Of all things. She eats something. You should, Alex. I should also eat something. But I think Lita and the little one are still at her mom's, so...
Together, we can rule the galaxy.
Optic Nerve! Optic, thank you for the tier 1 resub. Optic for 14 months. Thank you, Optic Nerve, for that resub and your ongoing support, my good sir. Appreciate the heck out of you, Optic. Professor Nerve, as it were. Professor Optic Nerve. Also, Optic, thank you for the samples as well. No, we've thanked you before, but those are always really cool. How is the mother-in-law? She is hanging in there, Zen. We didn't plan on doing anything for Easter with her because of like memory issues and whatnot. But it's like she has good days and then there's bad days as well, Zen. So it's hanging in there. I discovered new instruments. No didgeridoo. So Lady Lara Croft, we do have a platypus character. And that platypus character will be playing the didgeridoo. This is Smikes' favorite. Smikes goes wild for this every night. Working on a 3D printer scene where Antonia is going to be 3D printing her very own Kevin. Out of love, of course, towards Knight. Out of love, Professor Knight. With great power comes great responsibility. Zach, I have no doubt, Zach and Rutledge, that you will continue to make us proud, as you did on the original Poosh. And now, it's Poosh 2, Electric Boogaloo. Probably. I don't know, we're on Poosh 2, and you're on Poosh 2 as well, so we're gonna Poosh again. Hi, Yuri! Welcome in, Yuri. How you doing, Yuri? Hi, Yuri. How you doing, Yuri? Hello, hello. Why did I get sprints? We're on Poosh 2 as well. It's okay to be on Poosh 2. Poosh 2. Right? Possibly. Chat. A minute left on that choo-choo. If you would like to have a raffle for some stickers or other items, let's finish up the type train, but absolutely no pressure to get there. We are working on, again, this 3D printer character. I think we're near done. We're just blending together some of our colors to make the Kevin look all nice and spiff and happy. And then, yeah, we'll be all done with this piece. Gucci. Thank you for the stretch, Sir Didymus. Ooh, goodness gracious. The shoulder is cracking like mad today. Who's getting yeeted? Smikes, are you eating people again? It's fine. Smikes, sometimes it's very important.
Echo, 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 echolocation. I find my prey, I find my way. Echolocation.
Get those emotes going.
I'm a little brown bat, like for a midnight snack. The sound wave blast, I really missed Yeah, I sleep all day upside down in my cave. I fly by night, don't need light, emails in flight. Echo, 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 echolocation. I find my prey, I find my way. Echolocation. A squeal like that hits an insect, bounces back. Sound reflections will determine my direction. Echo, 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 echolocation. I find my prey, I find my way. Echolocation. Echo, 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 echolocation. I find my prey, I find my way. Echolocation.
Thank you, Andrew CZ, for playing the beautiful echolocation, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew CZ. Your breathtaking soul, Andrew CZ. I hope you know this. I hope you know this, Andrew. I hope you know this. Chat. Chat. Let us finish up this piece. I think while I wanted to get another one. Sleep well towards night. Towards night. Have a great Easter. And thank you for the raid. A Batman leather book holder. Ooh, that'll be really cool, Kennedy. What does POC mean? Sleep well towards night. This picture counts as one. This is one. Oh, proof of concept. Nice, Kennedy. Very nice. I wanted Andrew to be there to be another one. Andrew, I was really excited about the the ambassador Antonia. I think the ambassador Antonia turned out pretty alright, like the sketch of it. So I'm excited to give it the proper treatment. But we will maybe that'll be for what day will be? Wednesday. It'll be for Wacom Wednesday, I think. It'll be good on Wacom Wednesday. Possibly. Probably. Potentially, maybe. There we go. Let's do a little better than just like the black of it. This one was the Ambassador Antonia. So actually what we're going for on this is, you know how we have the old push command? It's still live because I like to have it.
Education and inspiration spitting from the heart. I know that I got the chemistry, spit the science, it's my art.
That's the partner command. Let's see, where's my push? We had it here. I know it's somewhere around here. My buttons, chat.
Teach it as science. Science. So all of science, but especially the science streams.
I didn't want to get rid of it because it was a blast to be able to have that command, and it kind of throws back to when we were doing the partner push. But now it's going to be the ambassador push, chat. Now it's going to be the ambassador push. And so the ambassador push is we're going to make the with the Twitch Witch Antonia, and she's going to cast a spell into the little vial and the bubble, because the Twitch ambassador logo is a different color. It's not you don't have the regular purple check mark. It's a gradient of purple to blues, and so that's what it'll like come out of the vial. And so it's similar to this character here.
Education and some inspiration spitting from the heart.
It's a date.
I got the chemistry, spit the science. It's my art.
This is gonna be a harder push than Pants, or should it be push 2? Electric Boogaloo. Andrew. We will try, Gwendolyn P. Gwendolyn P, we will try. And Gwendolyn P, I will make you proud, Gwendolyn P. Gwendolyn P, you will be like, I'm finally proud of this clown. I'm finally proud of this clown. That's what it'll be, Gwendolyn P. That's what it'll be, Gwendolyn P. We'll finally have a little...
Hey, Balloon. It's time to say something nice about yourself.
This breathtakingly mediocre man. He's finally brought some joy into my heart. Little Witch in the Woods video. I have not played that, Laura Gale. Laura, honestly, So I base it because when you... let's see. Confirm that you can push... Yeah, Laura, Dame Karen, there is ambassador status on Twitch. I think they let... I can't remember the name. I think it's like 40 people in a year. And it is in something that Twitch believes in. So it's not simply... It's not just a numbers game. It's also a mission statement that they can believe in. And then you can, if you get it, then you get to be much more working with them, and it's puts a highlight on what you would like. Now there is a unwritten rule of a rough average of 100 viewers before it's worth doing that initial application. I think the content wise, because of the science education that we do, I think we're good on. It'll just be now if we can get the view count up to that point where it's worth putting in that application. Because what Gwen mentioned is that there is no real feedback. So if you don't get it, you aren't told you don't get it, and you don't necessarily get to reapply. Yep, there is a unofficial push you can do, Dame Karen. Because the number isn't a true number, as in the 75, but rather it's a unwritten guide that you should have before you do it. And then, of course, the content that you have, you can't really push for, right? So that part isn't a push. But yeah. You do get shadow banned for trying and failing, so you have to wait to reapply. I don't know what the timing is for it. I don't know if it's yearly or when all you can do it. No, thank you, Nell. Nell, you're far too kind. Give him Nell. Breathtaking, awesome. Lita loves. Yeah, yes. Intellectual for knows his ants. I like it. And terrific science community. Far too kind, Nell. Far too kind. Give him Nell. Far too kind. Chat.
Together, we can rule
Vicky!
the galaxy.
Vicky Sky, thank you for the resub. Vicky Sky, thank you for the resub. Welcome the heck in. Thank you for that ongoing support. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes made with love. Mon, what's going to happen? The platform is going to come down. The platform is going to come down, and Kevin will be printed. So I think that'll be fun. Ash got it very early, maybe before she was partner. Oh, so Dame Karen, then there have been some changes in that. Because I know there have been changes in how the partner application cycle works. My understanding was that in order to get now ambassador, you already need to have partner. That is my understanding of it. No, you're far too kind, Gwendolyn. You're far too kind. So chat, that's what we finished today. There's a couple of more options. We're not going to get any more done today. I'm going to finish cooking dinner and shower and whatnot. But the Antonia Ted Lasso, I think one is that we'll do that one pretty soon. And then I think on Wednesday we'll also do the ambassador Prada. That was NMD. The ambassador push. Antonia. That was Prada, Mom.
Where's my drink?
V, thank you for the hydrant.
What drink?
I think we'll do the ambassador push one on Wednesday as well. Because I like this one a lot, and I think it'd be fun to finish out this one and animate it as well. And then, of course, we have other band members. The Platypus, the Fiona on drums, and the Rice are ones that are ready-made. I'm working on drafting up the Darwin Zorro for Alex, the Beaver for Andrew, the Anteater for NMD. Yes, so there is a wrench logo. So if you look at anyone who's Twitch staff, Gwen, they have a logo next to their name, and it's a wrench because it means they're part of Twitch staff, and so that's why she has that logo there. And so also the partner emote that we have. No, not that one, but we have the Twitch Witch. Yeah, you can't see it because it's tiny. But that Twitch Witch it also has right there the wrench as well. Same with the 3D modeled one too. I put the little wrench in too. Going to be the essential you makes birds sing. Can I get an amen? Yes, indeedy. So we'll have the band members. Then we're kicking into Star Wars month in May. So on Wednesdays it'll still be random, whatever Bullen is feeling on doing. But on SciAnts Sundays in May, we'll be doing Star Wars characters. And then we'll be doing Marvel characters in June. And there will be a Marvel character we do in April, though, to celebrate the release of the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I'm just putting that out there. But otherwise, most of the Marvel is going to be reserved for June. And then July, we'll do DC. August, we'll do maybe Disney characters, we said. We'll do a Harry Potter month as well. Do all of it. Is Wholesome Express very aggressive Rocket? Well, I don't know if they're going to be anything other than Antonia's, though. No, we will have... So, Gwen, the cinematic masterpiece Antonia's, Brendan Fraser, Rich Wise, Arnold Vosloo, and Oded Fair will be on Wednesdays that we'll do those. Because we can't... So, I feel like that'll be a good way of... pulling everything together like that. Don't worry, Gwen. We're going to get the cinematic masterpiece Antonia's. Chat. With that, let me see. Cheryl again. This is what we finished tonight. I will animate this. And we'll put it in the stream possibly for tomorrow. Depending on if I can get it animated in time. But I think this will be a fun one.